everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Hi Twitch, hi YouTube, hello, good morning, happy Sunday. We're back. I'm not at like my most awake, but I'm really believing that we're gonna get there. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life of farming more rares in Zul'Aman because I don't have this mount yet, but maybe it'll drop today. We don't know. There's a rare right here. You could do it. That would be crazy. We only just started. Pickles919, thank you very much for the 62-month resub. Appreciate it. Hazel live on YouTube. Did I fall into a time warp? Take a ride in a TARDIS. You did, yeah. You did. Try not to do anything that past you wouldn't have done. We're dual streaming. We're dual streaming now. I'm live on both. We are the perfect size to have to keep up with chat on two platforms. We can do it. Knocking them out in third zone clear of the day. Nice. I believe. Oh, I believe in coffee. We got some coffee. We got some water. See who's here. I am on my main server. I'm wondering how. I guess we'll find out. Doesn't really need wondering how good the rares are going to be today in terms of just like finding them up, how high the competition is. If I don't get them out for like enough weeks for 12.1 to come out and the new season to start, then they'll probably have lots of rares because people will be in the new zone doing new things, and I'll be the Zola woman still out here. I will not be arguing today. Peaceful today, channeling peaceful energy. You feeling like Zola woman already? Oh man, on some level I've always been the Zola woman. Hello, love the new stream intro. Hi Dory. Thank you very much. I was thinking I should have had a zoom in or something on the last phrase. I like having the last frame or the last like scene of the intro being my gnome at her desk in the house because I feel like that's kind of cute and a little bit meta. But it's too static of a shot. I feel like it needs like a little bit of a punch in or something. I guess I could still change it. I have the power. I have the editing software. It really wouldn't be a big deal. It's not like I have to talk to anybody. I too am in Zul'Aman hell. Is it in Silver Moon? My new intro? My new intro is in my house. It's on my personal property. Whoa, this is too loud. These whooshy sounds are really yelling at me. Holy, I'm not ready for all that. Desk build is awesome. Thank you very much. We, at the time I toured a couple of, viewer houses and like looked at some stuff on WowDB to get some different ideas of how people did like keyboards and stuff to rip off ideas. Time to get elbows deep in Narcissus and make a full-blown machinima. Oh man, I might need to, is that how people do it? I might need to look into, I've never in my life been able to get WoW Model Viewer to like me. I cannot, I'm sure it's great because people use it to great effect. I am horrific at it. Maybe it's because I was always trying to use it for like brand new models or PTR models and it's more maybe better at older stuff. Or maybe I'm just, not very compatible with new software. I don't pick it up real easy, not that it's new. Oh, these are all up. This is a nice empty shard. That's a nice way to start the day. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning, Rendesian. Thought you would have done your usual pattern doing it in the capital city. That thought did occur to me, but I'm not that attached to Silver Moon, and I quite like my house. I feel like it has more me. I feel like it's got more personality because I did it. And it's not necessarily expansion tied, so if I, next expansion, don't change it... Also, we're a little bright. Maybe tone it down a little bit. If next expansion I don't change it right away or ever, I'm not technically out of date. I can leave. It should, you know, timeless really. Leave as long as we want. Whew. So I heard the option to have your voice warning of standing and stuff on DBM. Oh yeah. That is still floating around out there. It hasn't been updated in a good long while, but it does still work is the word on the street. More attached to Dornegal. It's a good city. Couple weeks we get a new zone to add to the rare farm. I don't know if I'm gonna start the new zone until I'm done this one. Even if it's out, I don't know if I'm gonna... I think I would rather focus my time the way that I'm doing now trying to finish this before I, like, dilute my attempts by mixing in new ones. I think I'd rather do it sequentially. No wrong answers, but I don't know how I feel about Hazel's disappointed in you as a raid add-on. I recorded that DBM voice pack a long time ago. I don't know how long ago, but long. I feel like the energy, and I'm forgetting a bit because it was eons ago, but I feel like it had encouraging energy. I feel like I was proud of you more than anything. 12.1 haters rise up. Morning. Watch me enjoy the patch. I'm gonna eat my words so bad. It might be fun. The raid's good. The raid's always good. Keys are usually fun. It's just the rest of this new stuff that we gotta figure out what we want from it. It was fun. The only thing that really comes to mind when I'm trying to think of things I said in the voice pack aside from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 was something about jumping. More jumping. There's some line that happens when there's a mechanic you need to jump for. I was kind of hoping this guy would take a second to spawn so we could drink some of our coffee. Now, Mount, I would love that. I would be so game. No. Okay. We might have to dig deep to do a big reaction if the Mount drops, because as long as we've been here, I am not yet animated by all of the souls of all of the gnomes that have gone before me. I'm really, we're still booting this one up. I'm not feeling 100% my best. Hazel, hi Scarlet, how you doing? Troll aesthetic is meh, but new raid means renowned enthusiasm for raiding with the homies, so the actual content kinda doesn't matter. It is a troll patch. I do like a troll patch normally. I typically have enjoyed the troll patches. Do you want to know something Final Fantasy XIV may be adding? Lay it on me. Do you need pie? I think I'm going to start with the coffee and see where we land. Yeah, one more mount. One more mount. I have the eagle from here, so I just need... I have the rare drop eagle, mind you, not the cursed one. That one remains cursed. I just need the Witherbark Pango. A behind slider. Does that do what I think it does? That's the one thing that my gnome has on her desk that I don't have on my desk, because she has like a whole pie. She has like a nice lattice top. Homemade. Actually, I don't know if it's homemade. Maybe it's made by one of Azeroth's famous patisseries. I was just listening to see if I could hear any cats. Sometimes they want to get in. Yes, it's Final Fantasy XIV, of course, that's what it does. They added a tiny beard option to trolls in the upcoming patch. Would it be a soul patch, troll patch? Oh man, I do need more coffee for this. Can you not put a soul patch in a troll right now? It seems like the kind of thing they'd be able to do. That'd be cool. Oh man, I don't have fortitude up. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Good luck. Oh, thank you. As long as we keep doing this, it'll happen eventually, right? We're definitely not just gonna get old out here. Morning. Good morning, old cope. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday. I hope everyone's having a nice weekend. Oh, I'm having kind of a sleepy weekend. We've had some like gloomier weather lately. Cooled down, which is good. It's been a bit gray. And I've just been kind of not finishing tasks. I've been doing like, just like around the house, I've been doing like 90% of things and then not finishing it, which then gets on my own nerves because I see the thing that I didn't do. And then I am annoyed at past me because I'm just, it's not even that I'm like, I'm going to do this later. I just kind of wander away from it. I'll just be folding laundry and I'll do everything but like, you know, 11 socks because of course there's an extra one. And then I'll just kind of like leave. Good for gold too. Yeah, doing not too bad. I should start gathering up my gold into my warbank to see how we're doing on that, honestly. Got caught in the heavy rain twice today, was soaked. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Gotta get dry and warm. It's time to chill in Zul'Aman. It is gonna be chill. It is gonna be chill. Let's drop a warbank and Inksy can put some gold in. She doesn't need to be carrying around 76k. What if she gets mugged? She can dunk like 60k. Oh, hey, what's up? This is one of the only characters that can do this without really any fear of death because she's my main and she can handle it. Very canceling the current action of your Sims of you. 29 Celsius, sunny, moderately humid. I am a happy camper. I'm gonna do a big walk later. Oh, it's in 29 and humid and sunny. We must be made of different things. I would die. Like, I know that's not like hot. It's not like 40, but like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I would. I'm with Scarlet. I would hate that too. Oh, I'm glad if you like it, I love it. I'm glad you like it. You can do these rares daily and per character. So once per day per character for each rare. So I can do a whole lap of the zone in this character and then get in another one and do it all again. And so on and so forth. Forever and ever. Amen. Inksy's at level 285. That's pretty much where we stalled out. I'm not doing any more content this year. Or this season, rather. I called it. We got 3,400 and then we all logged out. Not a single additional key happened after 3.4. That was it. That was the goal. That was the end of it. Happy birthday, good night. Which is fine by me. I was also feeling kind of ready for a break. But if it was enough item level to get that done, then I suppose it's fine. I still have not really dealt with my Omnium Folio. I'm gonna have to. So exhausted. I'm gonna have to before the next season. Or like at the beginning of the next season. I'm sure I'm not gonna be the only person on our first raid night kind of scrambling to sort it out. What are you gonna be doing for the rest of 2026? Sleeping. Taking nice nap. Slather on the 50 SPF, go cruising in my baggy ankle pants and tank top and soak in the world. That was a flower in another life. Aww. Have you ran out of characters to do this on? No, I run out of time before I run out of characters. I have so many alts that could do this. I've been prioritizing alt-wise the ones that are on different servers to kind of help me find spawns. And then pretty much everybody is in war mode now because I've had a little bit more luck in war mode, although the more people catch on to that, the worse it's gonna get. Omnium Folio quests are pretty short. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I know that I have very low tolerance for something when it's objectively pretty easy and I still won't do it. It's like when people tell me to like, oh man, you can get like a thing that'll make the thing you're doing really easy and it's only like 100 gold and I'm like, well, I can budget 5. More than 5 gold too spendy. Can't do it. Can't possibly find room in my checkbook. I like Days of Bond. I think that's cute. And the reason I did it was because I heard it's staying for season 2. It is. It's staying for the rest of the expansion. You are absolutely on the right track and doing better than me because you got the right idea. I'll do it. I just don't know when. Not today. I have rares to camp. Also, where are they? Where are my rares? Am I gonna sit around and wait? I guess. I can't give up on half of them. I could turn off war mode and then do the lap again and see. Now I need to create a character with this name. Is it a resto druid? I ate it. Salute you for your patience and dedication. I have quite a few alts for rares and mogs myself, and I think I'd eventually get discouraged, go mad with boredom. I think stream is the thing that keeps me doing it, like, accountably, because if I decided to give up, you guys would know. And I know that you guys are all very nice, you're very friendly people, you don't care, but I care that you would know. Also, I like streaming to hang out and talk to you guys while doing something with WoW. The game is functionally just like knitting. It's just something to do with your hands. One activity is very much as good as any other. Especially if it lets me have enough of my bandwidth to talk to you guys. True, it would be perfect. Liked your minigame video, showed it to a friend who didn't know the Blingtron game was a thing. Also told me the Jewelcraft game could be used to cycle spoils of Neltharis, which was a neat fact. That is cool. What do you... Cycle spoils of Neltharis? What does that mean? Spoils of Neltharis. Neltharis is a dungeon. I'm so many steps behind, I don't know what that means. It sounds cool. I like the Jewelcraft game a lot. The Blingtron game can kind of bite me. I'm glad I got the achievement. Ambient noise for a just chatting stream. It's like our version of Subway Surfer Storytime TikToks. That's us. Trinket gives you random secondary stats. You could shuffle on demand which stat it was giving. Oh, interesting. Logged in the morning, figuring I'd level an alt in Shadowlands, finish the Lore Master achievement there, only to discover the quests I have left to do are level restricted, so I can't chromie time them. Oof. Did you do all your turbulent time ways? I did, yeah. I got my mount. I looked at it, I went, huh, looks a little different than I imagined it. It looks fine, but I don't know, it looked better in the screenshot. It looked better in the ad. It's fine. It's a big dragon. It was dead on arrival anyway. I like compact little mounts. Hazel, we went to see the Odyssey last night and it was so good. Oh, so many people keep telling me that. That's good. That's good. I'm sure a lot of people worked really hard on it. I'm glad that it's good. Ta-doo. Catfish mine. Think I need to go see it. Yeah, I didn't do any more time walking after I got my Viranoth mount. I had thought about it because I was going to finish leveling Catmint in time walking. And in theory, I'm still going to, but it might have to wait until after I get this mount. And if time walking ends, then I'll just have to wait for more time walking, I suppose. Although Turbulent Timeways is extra good because of the Mastery of the Timeways buff. The 30% XP does help. We saw it in IMAX, and the only time we could get was 10:30, so we didn't leave the theater until 2. Way late for us. Oh, that's fun, though. For, like, every once in a while. Especially, like, on a Saturday night. Oh, that's really cool. Doing the 5 each week in my main for gear? 5 each week in my main for gear. Oh, Timeways. Yeah, Turbulent Timeways. Felt like I was back at college. I have only seen a couple of movies that late in my life. It's weird driving home in the middle of the night because the roads are usually like super empty because it's the middle of the night and all the people are asleep in their little beds. Yeah, maybe I could level Catmint once I get the Pango before we dive right into the Nether Swept Void Ray. Am I gonna camp this out? I suppose so. I think he might spawn soon. Although I have lots of lots. I also have 2 other rares I can do like a loop of. What am I wearing? I'm still wearing the outfit that I was wearing for the football thing. Oh man. Poke this way. This Amani Eagle. What is it called? What am I on? I'm on the Amani Sharp Talon, which is the other mount that drops from rares out here. It's really growing on me. I think the amount of attempts that it's taking to get the last one is kind of making me appreciate the first 7 more. Any one of them could have taken this long. Any one of them could have. Anyone home? Hello? No? What's the last movie we saw in theaters? We went and saw Challengers in theaters when we lived in the city. That was fun. We went actually and saw a few theaters for like a few movies in theaters for like a hot minute because we lived not super far from the theater because we did live in the city. We got like a monthly Cineplex pass or something like that. That was like a subscription, but you could go see either 1 or 2 movies every month included and then get like a discount on concessions or whatever. That was cool because then instead of like waiting to see a movie that you were like dying to see, you could just kind of like see stuff that you might not have otherwise seen, and sometimes it was good and sometimes it wasn't. But only really worth it if you live like pretty close to the theater, otherwise you're gonna end up not going and then just paying them for nothing. I was full on worried I was gonna fall asleep in my giant popcorn bucket for Odyssey, but really keeps moving, full of action. Is there a standout performance? There's something like that for AMC, but it's like 4 movies a week, which is way too much for us. Holy. 4 movies a week is... I don't watch 4 movies a week at home. Hi, Hazel. Regret to inform you that yesterday's coughs have indeed worsened. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that really sucks. I hope you're able to rest up. Anne Hathaway, crazy good. Love her. I don't watch 4 movies a year. It was so loud, no way to fall asleep. Yeah, 2 more. Really hard time watching movies because I can't sit still that long. It depends on how good the movie is for me. If I'm really engaged in a long movie, it'll go by like nothing. But there definitely are movies that I've watched in theaters that have been long and where you like felt it. I'm trying to think of an example. We went and saw, I wonder if it was Dune. Like, I like the Dune movies, the new ones. But one of them was just long. It was maybe the second one. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. I remember one, I think we also saw it in like a theater that didn't have very comfortable chairs. So our butts were asleep like by an hour in. TV shows and movies just feel like such an investment. Every time I want to watch something, end up on YouTube instead. Yeah, I'm sure I watch a lot more YouTube than I watch anything else. Maybe Dune 2, I recall thinking, this must be the end several times. Yeah, it might have been Dune 2. It definitely wasn't Challengers. Challengers was really cool to see in theaters because the EDM soundtrack goes so hard and is so loud. And when it's late at night and you're just kind of like, just like getting blasted by it on the big screen, it was fun. Favorite movie? Oh, I don't know if I could pick a favorite movie. I have a couple that I go back to. Although I haven't gone back to them super recently. I like Repo, the Genetic Opera. That one's a cult classic. It used to be an annual Halloween watch, but I don't think I can watch any movie every year. What else? I like movies that have music in them. I like the Emmy Rossum Phantom of the Opera. It's very cheesy, and I like it very much. Some childhood favorites: Big Fat Greek Wedding, Bend It Like Beckham, Happy Feet. I rewatched Happy Feet like last week. It slaps. That movie bangs. Did you like the Warcraft movie? It was fine. I inexplicably bought it on iTunes, so I can watch it anytime I want, and in all of the years I've owned it, I rewatched it once, and it was once again fine. I did see it in theaters, too. That was kind of fun. Always funny to make the front. Yeah, the person who made the Happy Feet movies also made Mad Max movies. Also Babe, right? George something? Bought it on Apple TV. Have not once rewatched it. No idea why I bought it. Oh, that makes 2 of us. What is the plot of the Warcraft movie? It's about... Ooh, let's see if I can remember. There's Garona being all hot and flirting with some human dude who's like quippy, like a Marvel character. There's Big Orc, Thrall's dad? I think Gul'dan is the big bad. I think Gul'dan is the villain. I don't think I retained a lot of it. Yeah, orcs versus humans, Graw, something like that. Yeah, when they first come to Azeroth. That sounds right. Saw in theaters, couldn't even tell you it was a mess. Oh yeah, Medivh's in it. That's right. Nope, you got it. I think maybe just the format of it. I don't know. The quippy Marvel hero thing was already kind of old on me by the time we got through the first 4 or 5 Marvel movies, so I don't know if it was going to work for me in another type of movie. Yeah. There was a young Khadgar dealing with Medivh. That's right. I feel like it's not like the worst movie to put on if you're just looking to watch something out of curiosity. It's not like gonna burn out your eyeballs or anything. It's not that bad. It's enjoyable enough. It's just a little bit forgettable, I think. The costumes, like the CGI for the orcs is quite good for the time. So they look pretty cool, but then when you have it sort of blended with live action and you've got like these very cosplay looking armors, especially on background characters, there's a few scenes in Stormwind where you've got like some elves and dwarves and stuff there, and they are very Party City coded. I've seen much better cosplay at any BlizzCon than on like the extras in the Warcraft movie. Felt like the CGI works weren't really matching well to the real world footage. Yeah. Youngdar was pretty hot too. Pacing brings it down the most. Your Twitch stream saved on YouTube too, like after stream is done? Yes, and they are now saved immediately. You don't have to wait for me to post them. As soon as the stream is over, you can watch it on YouTube. My regular YouTube channel has a stream section, and I'm live on both, so I'm streaming to both. And as soon as it's over, you can watch it on YouTube. It was bring your own outfit. I used to have a separate channel for VODs. It is still there. I'm going to leave it up because it has some of the older stream VODs archived, but they're going to be on the main channel going forward because it's much easier. Gul'dan corrupting the orcs, basically. If only they followed just the orcs in the Warcraft movie, would have been amazing. I share the sentiment that I've heard a lot, which is that they should have just done the Arthas story. I think that if they knew that they were only going to get one... I know they kind of wanted to like set the scene and do something maybe more foundational, but I think they should have done the Arthas story. It's still cheesy. It is still a cheesy story, but it would have been maybe a little less CGI heavy and also just such a fan favorite thing. Which mount are you chasing? I'm looking for the Witherbark Pango, although I'm thinking I should get on another character. This is it's the last rare. It's the last rare in this particular rotation. Any consensus in dual streaming? Are you liking it? Yes. Yeah, no, it's great. It's nice having two chats to keep busy with because it helps my confidence. And we have enough time to keep up with both of them. It's also much easier for me to get the stream VODs up right away because I don't have to export them and then go back and find them once they're done processing and then edit them and then go through and do a bunch of stuff. Like a lot of the details are already saved because it was live the first time. The worst part of the Odyssey movie was the ad for Other Mommy. That preview spooked me. I thought it was an ice cream ad, but no. That must be another movie. I've never heard of it. Still hoping for an animated Netflix series. In my head, Blizzard started thinking about doing one back when Arcane hit it really big, and they waited so long that they've kind of forgotten about it. Or like it just became so late that the moment passed. I don't know. Maybe they'll still do something like that. It would be a lot more feasible for them to do like an animated miniseries than it would be to do a whole big CGI film again. Do you like the BlizzCon mount? Are you going to BlizzCon? If so, can people take a pic with you? I am not going to BlizzCon, so that kind of sorts out two questions. If I was, I would love to take photos with people, but alas, I am not going. I also didn't buy the BlizzCon bundle. I'm a little bit sour on shop stuff these days. Other Mommy stars Jessica Chastain. She's going deep in the dark. Big veer to weird compared to the Martian, Zero Dark 30, etc. World of Warcraft. Arcane! Arcader. F1 race then, Hazel. My Sunday is complete. Hey, Hazel in chat. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hi, Vinda. Took me a second to figure out what you meant. Thought you were racing in a really fast car to get to the Hazel stream. Drive safe. Oh, Willow Umbra, thank you very much for the 6-month Twitch sub. I very much appreciate it. Oh, this is good. Coffee's starting to hit. We got all the rares in the first round done. It's only about half an hour in. Let's get in another character on a different realm and see how we can do. We'll grab Crawdad. I think I might do Prey. I know it was a mess last time, but it made it kind of fun. And it's good XP for them. I might be kind of kicking myself in the boot. That's not a phrase. Shooting myself in the foot. That's better. For doing this, because by leveling higher, they're going to get closer to 90, which is actually going to make the scaling worse, at least until they get to 90. But each of them doing like a normal Prey and Zul'Aman once. They're already doing the rares that would progress the Prey. I think it's not a bad idea. Oh hey, but there's a rare up right now. Let's do this. And then I'll pop back to town to just pick up the Prey. And we can do both. It'll be easy. It'll be fun. We'll look for some traps, because those help. I managed to do it on my mage. It took a little bit to do it. My mage is the squishiest one of all, though. Also, Hazel, the Stumpy curse from yesterday is dwindling down. He's out of money. So your mount luck might be increasing by a bit today. Oh, good. Good. I'm ready for some luck. Gladly ignored since the moment I got the yellow mount. Oh, Prey? Yeah. I really liked it early in the, I really liked it early. Or Grimoire. Well, it's okay. There's gonna be a Port Silverin. It was great for early gearing, like when I wasn't really ready to be getting into keys yet, but I just wanted to get some item level on my main and then later on an alt. Doing Nightmare Prey into Delve 11s was like a sweet gameplay loop to get some pretty decent gear. I was happy with that. So I'm just going to pop to Silvermoon, set my hearth there, pick up the Zul'Aman Prey, and then carry on sally forth, you know. I feel like I should have a lot of mail gear. A lot of the rares in Zul'Aman drop mail, so I can be getting upgrades that way, which is nice. I thought Prey was going to act more like Island Expeditions, where your Prey would be doing stuff in the outdoor world while trying to kill you. Oh, yeah, you come across them, like, questing or mining or something. Yeah. I don't know exactly what I expected. I think it's fine. Oh yeah, I was gonna set my hearth, which really requires me to remember where the inn is, which is easier said than done. A lot of twisty red hulls in this place. Well, Prey's over here. That's fine. Yeah, there's Prey. Yeah, great for gearing. And then I kept up with it to do the meta for it. The Nightmare Prey meta was pretty cool. Yeah, 100k XP. It's decent for leveling these days now too. But once I got the cosmetics off the vendor and I got the meta, I hadn't really done it. I haven't really done it since. So I haven't done a lot of it since the changes. But I think they're going to be just fine. I don't feel like it's too slow, especially because I'm going to be killing a bunch of rares anyway. The trick for me, I think, is just going to be picking up enough traps to be able to negate the ambushes while I'm dealing with rares. Because on these leveling characters with kind of iffy gear, it's going to be a little touch and go. But I think that's going to add some fun to it. I think that's going to put some life in this farm. If you ask me, that's what this farm needs. It's a little bit of mortal danger. Spice it up a little bit. Look after yourself, Pet Peppy. Feel better soon. Alright. Let's see. Keeping an eye out on the map for any traps we can try to pick up. I'm probably going to get ambushed during this. This hunter doesn't have a lust pet, and I never spec'd one of his pets to lust. Or if he has a lust pet, I've forgotten which one it is. Not losing all progress and you die in Nightmare takes a lot of stress out of it. Yeah. Oh, I've been ambushed here. Okay. We can just do that then. I need to remember to just switch to the ambush, even if I'm almost done the mob I'm fighting, because the ambush leaves at half health. And I need to remember that. I don't need to kill them, I just need to get them to half. And then it's early, so we can do the riposte. It's going to be over there. So we grab this. And then we're going to grab this, and then we're going to sort our health out and do Lightwood Borer. Lovely. Okay. Maybe look for a lust pet. Didn't know they did that. Huge boon to leveling with Prey. And when you're leveling in Prey, you're only doing normal Prey. You're not doing Nightmare Prey, so you don't need to worry about the kill for me thing. You don't need to worry about much, really. You just have to deal with ambushes. If there's other debuffs, I've kind of forgotten about them. That's a bird. Those two are both dire horns. That's a goat. No, the bird is not. Do I really not have... I only have 2 pets, apparently, and they're both... Yeah, I've got one. I literally don't have a ferocity pet. Oh, well. You can totally respec your pets, but I haven't done so. That's okay. We'll just use the tenacity pet. I'll have a little bit of extra maximum health. It'll be fine. I don't think I'm going to get ambushed here because I just dealt with one. Haven't really touched Prey in a long time. I think it needs more fluid quest pickup system so I can just keep being in Prey without going back to Mr. Deep Voice. Yeah. It is nice that they give you, or at least you have the ability to unlock that portal back after you finish a Prey, but picking it up in the first place, I don't know. I think it just seems hard for me because I'm not... Oh, hey. I'll take that. These guys aren't living in Silvermoon. They're mostly just living in the zone. I've been logging them out in Zul'Aman. Feels like it needs to be more of an on-the-go situation. Maybe. Nice for leveling, though. Could easily add a communication toy. Okay, let's go see what else we can find. Keep an eye out for traps. Need lots of traps. The traps are warbound, so if your main is capped on them, you can send them to alts or warbank them or what have you. Alright. I'm gonna, for this... Speaking of traps, I'm gonna freezing trap her. Pull this guy over to the wall so that we don't, like, cleave it out, I don't think. Or at least a little bit towards the wall. Close enough, that'll do. Do you think this one's gonna have them out? She switched to BM from Marks. I like BM. It's uncomplicated. Especially now. You're not really worried so much about juggling your stacks or anything. You can just kind of press your buttons and stuff will happen. I don't think I could play it in Raid. I think I would get bored. But... Oh, hey. It's nice for this kind of thing. I almost wish more of my RP server alts were hunters, so that I could survive a little better on them. The paladin is fine. The mage is a little spooky. The other thing about doing Prey here is I only need to do it once per week. I don't think that another normal Prey, you get one when you're leveling. You get one per zone, and I think it's a weekly reset. I think. So I think if I do the Zul'Aman Prey, it's just weekly, it's not daily. Per character, anyway. Remember, the key to getting drops that just won't drop is complain. A sincere, honest complaint sent out into the world. That must be why it hasn't dropped yet. I don't feel ready to complain yet, sincerely. It'll come. You know, we'll brew up a good one, but... I haven't hit my complaining phase. I feel so cool leveling my Eridar Draenei Warlock with Fellfire. Eridar Draenei Warlock. Oh, yeah, the red skin. Yeah. That is cool. Has to be heartfelt or it doesn't have the same effect, right? You can't cheat it. You gotta really mean it. Let's see. It feels like you reveal these prey really fast. Doing rares. Maybe it's because I'm finding all my rares up, but it seems like they're just coming. I haven't had a chance to look for any traps yet. I haven't even driven by the Prey World Quest area. I can hear cats playing with toys right against my door. The cats were being funny. They're always being funny. They're always doing something silly. I had picked up Tuna this morning so that he didn't run out the door while we were getting Moose inside. And after everyone was inside, I went to put him down on the floor, and instead of like using his feet like I kind of expected him to, Tuna just kind of like laid down on his back like a noodle. Like he wasn't ready for me to stop carrying him. And then just kind of flopped around for a little while before he decided to get up and leave. Didn't feel like catting just yet. They changed the time it completes the prey. They changed the time it takes to complete the objectives for prey for hard and normal. Yeah, this seems very chill. Like I'm ready to fight the boss already. And I didn't even do the world quest or anything. That's good. If it's just for leveling, I don't think it should be super strenuous, especially because it's not hard, it's just a thing. So if you make it easy and long, it's just going to be really boring. Gotten one rare spawn mount, and it was an hour after I complained about not having one. Haven't played in months. Anything new? Probably. They do a patch about every 8 weeks, so if you haven't played in months, then most likely at least one of them. What did the last patch add? Decor Duel? Abyss Anglers? Something? Stuff. They're adding so many things, it's hard to keep up. Is the drop rate really that low? Killed probably a couple hundred rares across all the zones, yet to get a single mount drop. Yeah, it's not a super common drop. Whoa, 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 my pen almost died. Oh yeah, that's right, the new invasion point zones. I don't know if I want to send people there. I don't know if I want to do that to people. I don't feel like I'm signing them up for fun. Does anybody really like the new invasion point zones? Was anybody just having the time of their life out there, or was that just something we kind of did or didn't do? I'm letting my cynicism speak for everybody. People must have liked them. All right, let me see. Lol, terrible. No, I dislike them. Like the mushroom one. A couple people liking the mushroom one. Pure garbage. Okay. All right. We have a stream consensus. I was okay with them. All right, we got some votes of confidence. They were the one. There was one you got to fly around that was okay. Otherwise, they were yuck. Forced myself to do them for mounts. No idea what they are. Not at all. I like them. All right, Zoldak and Oatpleb are in favor. We got two votes of enjoying the new zones. Enjoyed it well enough. Got the meta mounts about the time I was done being there. They're the worst stuff. Respawning within 3 to 5 seconds was horrendous. I think I would have liked him a little better if I hadn't started in heroic tier, but I did. And I felt like I needed to get all the cosmetics from it, and it was not nice. Normal tier was fine. That wasn't where I made my first impressions, though. Just don't see the point in them. I liked the mushroom place well enough, but I was so confused about what to do in the ice zone. Tried on several characters, didn't care enough to figure it out. Valid. Mushroom one had cute animals that I liked to watch. Couple people like a Nagtal over Vol. I think I agree. Favor is a strong word. I tolerate them. All right. One favor vote dropping to a tolerate. I actually like Nagtal hate Vol. Nagtal faring better. Those ambushes, man, in the ambushes were so rough. Yeah, getting the fast travel helped a lot. I feel like by then, though, the damage was done. What on earth was the mushroom bouncy thing? Did anybody enjoy getting around like that? People must have. I was terrible at it. I was like, this is how I'm gonna ease the pain of getting around this place. I'm just falling off of mushrooms over here. I could do that on my own time. The slow and vol is terrible. I like the bouncy world quests. You talking about the new areas? Hardly touched them. Yeah. Yeah, the new zones. Here, let me go do the, let me go do my prey. I got surprised because it was in the elite area, and I got a little scared, but I think it's above the elite area. I liked the Draenei lore. We helped give a world to a Void Lord, but the gameplay sucks. Phasing out of a shard from your party mates while grouped up was such a bad design choice. The random in-combat phasing was out of control in Nagtal and Vol. I don't know what was going on there, but it was bad. I had a moment where I had finally found a rare up that I needed. It was one of the last rares I needed for my achievement. I was halfway through killing it, and I just phased. In combat, fully in the middle of fighting this thing. Didn't join a group, didn't leave a group, nothing happened, I just phased. Such a bad experience, it was awful, I was upset. How dare you. Same experience. Not a lot of confidence engendered there. Like them, but I also like Shadowlands as an expansion. Are you casting doubt on your own credibility? I like Shadowlands too. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, nice chunk of XP. 117k, level 83. Let's go. Don't know what any of these buttons do, that's fine. Anything cool in my box? Got an aspiring chest. It had a helmet, which is an upgrade. I can wear that. Phase out all the time when I'm fighting World Breaker. I did not do the secret Vol achievement for dodging 100 lightning strikes. In my mind, I'm still not a person that does achievements just for the sake of them. They have to bribe me with something. It wasn't part of the meta, so I didn't do it. I'll do it if it sounds like fun. That did not sound like fun. Used to happen in Classic when the population of the zone dropped. They did a merge on demand to make the zones more full of people. Yeah. The incredible amount of time gating was infuriating. I feel like if they hadn't time gated it, I would have finished it faster and forgotten about it even quicker. Whether that's a good or a bad thing is hard to say. On a very busy realm, the heroic tier worlds were tolerable, but during off hours it was atrocious. I was trying to kill a rare on a fresh 90 Guardian, got it to 7%, then it despawned. Yeah. Don't see the problem with that. I feel like if it's content I don't enjoy and I'm trying to just get it over with as fast as possible, I would rather they didn't add it. I would rather we just go back in time and not do the whole thing. It's not like I'm in a lack of things to do in the game. But I am but one person. Okay. Hi, Hazel. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, Voyager. How you doing? Is it Saturday? Is it Sunday? It's Sunday. I said Saturday. You said Sunday. You are correct. I am having an episode. Let's fight this guy. Don't mind me. Do you think they're more fun for alt catch-up compared to Siren Isles? Hated Siren Isles. Good luck. We're all counting on you. Aw, thank you. It'll happen eventually. I can't, like, guarantee a time frame, but that's okay. I need to go back to Siren Isle one time. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to do a zone lock challenge, but for new content, and what kind of weird shenanigans that would get you into. Because normally when I do new content, I kind of pick and choose. I like grab the best parts and I just do the little bits that I want, and then I don't finish everything. And then I feel like the gameplay like core is very different if you're like trying to 100% it as soon as it's out. Hey, hello, Hazel and chat. How's the farming going? Hi, Miss Raven. Pretty good, actually. I'm getting rare spawns up pretty fast. I'm not having to wait around too much. I did a little prey on Crawdad over here to get him some XP, so he's level 83. It's coming along. Elder Oak Talon is up. Hi. Maybe he'll drop him out. Sorry, this was the worst. I still need like 100k Flame Blessed Iron. Heroic World in Remix was way better than this. I want heroic versions of the current zones, not tiny no-fly zones. I wonder if they might do that in The Last Titan. I wonder if they're just kind of test driving the concept. I like the concept. I think the execution was, I like the idea of challenging zone with better rewards. I don't even really care about like the better gear drops and stuff because I've outgeared that already. I just like having achievements to work on and stuff in heroic tier. But I think that heroic tier was overtuned and a little iffily designed in that the challenge didn't feel outplayable. The challenge just felt like it was ganking you just to gank you. It felt unpredictable and frustrating because there wasn't anything you could do about it. That doesn't seem like very good design. It should be a challenge you can overcome, not like an, oh, well, I guess I'm dead now because maybe I just wasn't very good at it, but it didn't feel very counterplayable to me. Figured I would tune in while also farming rare mounts. Best of luck to you. Hopefully they're dropping better for you than for me. My Hazel FOMO farm for these mounts has only resulted in 0.0 mounts, but gajillions of blue disenchant stuff, so yay. Very nice. For my own life, even though I have enchanting, I have stopped DEing the blues. Because if I wanted blue crystals, I could buy them for much cheaper than the vendor price of the blues. Maybe it's different on different region, but if it's just like a gold thing, you might be better off vendoring them. And if you're trying to like level enchanting, you might be better off vendoring them and then buying shards with the gold that you got. Totally get if it's like a self-found thing, but I was doing that for a bit too before I did the math and I realized, wait, these shards are not worth very much. 4 of 8, not so much. Made old world PvP a PvE experience. It wasn't a good time. Made an effort in Volendagtal mostly because I knew if I didn't do it when it was new and populated, I'd probably have to wait till next X pack. Yeah. I'm glad that I pushed through to get both of the all 3 of the achievement mounts, the Gorger and then the 2 flying mounts. I'm glad that I did that. Like, why is my 292 tune getting demolished? Yes, exactly. I didn't, especially when the rewards that you get are so far below that item level. If somebody was just progressing in the open world and they were playing it for the rewards, there is no way that you could do well in Heroic World Tier using the rewards that you get from Heroic World Tier. That was one of the big issues that I had with it. Got a new CPU and GPU, finally can see people without turning everything low. Don't know about another player-based split for open world zones. We already have war mode on and off. Yeah, war mode on, off, normal, heroic. I think that if they have enough people to shard everybody together, I think it's fine. As long as they don't insist on continuing to change our phase, like, in the middle of a combat. But I do see what you're saying. I remember I made that argument back when we were talking about having Classic, and then Mop Classic, and then Retail, and then Season of Discovery, and it's like, well, how many buckets are we putting our people into? And the answer is usually just like one more. Woo, tag it. Yes. Nice. Upgrade? Yeah. Alright, I think this guy's good. It doesn't say that I did the crab guy, but I feel like I did the crab guy. Did I not do him? No, I sure did. I sure did. Sometimes that one doesn't work correctly. I'm gonna bring him back to the village so he can get more rested. Rough in a way that just became unfun. Yeah. I hope they don't give up on the whole concept. I just hope that they kind of iterate on it and make it a little more fun next time. Using some of the blue DE stuff to get skill points? Very fair. With the new prof systems, struggle so much leveling them up. Yeah. How do you keep track of which elites you killed on what tune? Rare scanner will hide the skull that marks a rare's position when you kill it for the day. If you're locked to that rare, it'll hide the skull. So once my map is clear of everybody except for these two, and then this one's just kind of busted for now, then I'll know that tune's pretty done and I can move on. Do you want to see if they're going to do it in the next remix? If there is one. What do you mean if there is one? Of course there's going to be a next remix. It's gotta be. Alright, crinkle time. What is that big cup? What is the big cup? I feel like you answered your own question. It's a big cup. It has water in it. Is that the question? This one's kind of busted for now. Really hoping for Shadowlands remix. Yeah, I've heard a few people want that. Pull out a frame from all the things, list the rares, checks them off as you kill them. True. Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour. Do you play Classic? No, not much. A little hardcore once in a while. I like the challenge of it. See if I can get away with doing this before that there was somebody thinking about it, or maybe they're just mining. Gonna be BFA remix, I'm calling it. I would prefer BFA remix a little bit. I would prefer that to Shadowlands. Just a smidge. But I would be super happy with either of them. Can't remember if Legion was liked or not. Legion remix? I feel like it was liked. I mean, people will complain about anything because that's like all we do. But I think it went pretty well. It was a bit different from Mop remix, so some people will have liked it better or worse. What was the span of time between Mop and Legion remix? I'd have to look it up. If I'm guessing, I would say about 18 months. Because maybe closer to 2 years, because they do it in the last patch of the expansion. That's the window that we've gotten stuff like that, is during like after the last raid tier comes out, before the next expansion comes out. I'd like Shadowlands remix to get all the cosmetics, yeah. Craving Pirate Explorer Borealis vibes, but I think Shadowlands would make more sense since they randomly brought it up with Sylvanas and everything. Yeah. Yeah, maybe they'll announce it at BlizzCon. Isn't it crazy how soon BlizzCon is? It's weird that it's in September. It's strange to me. I'm not even going and it's weird. Beating myself up for missing the Ashara clothing mog from Remix. I keep forgetting I'm going to BlizzCon. Tomorrow. Pretty close. Someone camp in the rear. Could I take him? I don't know. I have 100% health. They have 100% health. They have an Earth Shield up. Does that make them a Resto Shaman? keep wishing it gets added on the trading post. Oh, the Ashara Mog, yeah, from Remix. It seems like the kind of thing they would trading post at some point. Do I want to wait it out? Probably not. Faster cosmetics is why I want Shadowlands 100%. I think the reason I think they would be a little hesitant to do Shadowlands Remix is just because it doesn't have the best reputation as an expansion. Both MoP and Legion, which are the two that we've had so far, were pretty popular X-Packs. So people that want to play Remix for, like, the hack and slash action RPG element of it, of like, oh man, it'd be really cool to relive this for nostalgia, but be super OP. They're not, those people aren't going to be super stoked to hear that it's Shadowlands for the most part. I know that we tend to be a community of collectors, and I know collectors want Shadowlands, because Shadowlands is horrific to go back and collect from. And I bet we'll get it eventually, but it's not the best PR that they could do. I think, and I mean, BFA wasn't wildly popular, but I feel like it was for, I feel like that one would be more forgiven. Kind of a shame, I actually really liked Shadowlands. Yeah, I did too. It was a big expansion for me. Torghast, Zereth Mortis. Did you enjoy the Maw when it was current? No, hated the Maw. Hated the Maw, famously hated the Maw. I didn't even do my sockets on my gear in the first patch because Venari wanted me to do Maw stuff and I did not want to, so I just didn't get sockets. I just raided without them. You can do that. The Maw was worse than Nagtel and Vol because the Maw was, it just kept happening to me. it just stuck around. It didn't go away. Nagtel and Vol I could safely never think of again. No, the Maw was awful. My biggest gripe with the Maw wasn't the not mounting in the beginning thing. It wasn't the Eye of the Jailer, because I mostly sat that patch out. It was the fact that a lot of the Maw content you wanted to do was in this elite area where you wanted to be grouped up. But if you group findered yourself into a group while in the Maw to do this group content, you would be phased from everybody unless you guys all went up to Oribos and then formed the group and then went to the Maw, which was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It was so infuriating. It was like, okay, you want me to group up for my single player content, fine. And then I do it, and I didn't do it good enough for them because it was just so weird and arbitrary. Hated that. I just ended up not doing it until I could solo it. Nice when the rear's just up, huh? Didn't help with the Legion Remix raids, expecting the most for raids. Be geared. Plus no fights. Good morning, Hazel. Just woke up. Good morning, Milligram. How you doing today? Hated anima unlocks being character bound. Looking super fresh. Shadowlands was current. Think I went to the Maw like twice. Dang, I'm just a pug. I liked MoP Remix a little better than Legion Remix in terms of actually playing it. Because in MoP Remix, it felt reasonable to get to the point where you were overpowered and you could like be one of the carries. In Legion Remix, I never made it there because it wasn't just get to max level and then get geared. It was get to max level and then get geared and then grind this infinite thing basically infinitely. Like that just seemed so unreasonable to me. Like I got to max level and then I got my gear all sorted and then I'm like, wait, why do I still suck? Come on, man. And I never got around to grinding it up because it seems so silly to invest that much effort. And I mean, it wasn't a crazy amount of effort, but it just felt so obviously temporary. I know all like power is temporary in games like this, but Remix is from the beginning not a thing that is going to stay. It's not a thing you get to keep. You're not going to get to keep your infinite power levels. So trying to get them to 999 seemed like such a bad deal compared to in MoP, where yes, in MoP it did kind of suck that you had to choose between like spending your bronze to do your gear or get your cosmetics. I do think separating those out was a good idea. But at least once you did your gear, you could then easily farm the bronze to get your cosmetics because you were already like giga powered. A lot more fun in BFA. Shadowlands felt so draining. You can kill these rares once per day per character. So once your character has done a lap of all of them, you need another character if you're gonna keep farming that same zone. I did push keys this season with my friends. We did up to 3,400. I healed it on Holy Priest. I don't do keys in multiple classes though. Zoldak, thank you very much for the 48-month resub. I'm new here. 12, 24, 36, 48. Is that 4 years? It's like a degree. Thank you very much. There were enough strong people in Party Finder to carry you around whenever needed. Totally, but it sucked that it didn't feel realistic to become one of them. That was the thing that I found really satisfying in Mop Remix, was the idea of like, oh man, I suck now, but watch out, I'm gonna be that person blasting on the meters before you know it. And then in Legion, it just kind of never happened. We're all majoring in hazelology. Insert joke about the Mop Remix frog exploit here. To this day, my gnome hunter, who I made during Mop Remix, is the member of a 2-person guild called Frog Safety Team. Because I went out of my way to not farm frogs. Because they didn't deserve it. They weren't hurting anybody. Also, it felt cheesy and I didn't want to do it, so I was part of the Frog Safety Coalition. Do you think they'll do another Mop Remix now we have housing decor and stuff? I don't see them repeating a remix until they've done most of them, if not all of them. I don't know anything, but it would surprise me. While Shadowlands was current, I think I went to the mall like twice. I kept telling it's not really a joke, but like the thing in Shadowlands was you finally get out of the mall in the intro and all the lore characters in Orbos are like, oh my god, no one's ever made it out of there alive. It's the darkest depths, it's so terrible. How did you make it out? And then they're like, yo, can you go back and pick me up some stuff? And I'm like, no! I just made it out. We were all impressed with how cool that was. I'm not going back. You crazy? I don't care if you forgot your sunglasses, Bolvar. No. Get them yourself. Now venture back into the maw. Yeah, Sylvanas walking in and out like a spa. Yeah, not for me. Surely you can do it hundreds more times. So many people didn't make it out because they canceled their subs in there. You think there's souls lost in the maw to this day? Characters just logged out down there. Thought that was weird too, but also, who else can they ask? The Captain Grimm video about the maw was hilarious. Playing Druid that first patch felt like cheating with Travel Form and Convoke. Sylvanas back in Midnight Raid kind of got feels. Oh, yeah. Everyone talks about Remix, meanwhile, I miss Plunderstorm. I had a great time in Plunderstorm. I thought it was so fun. Once I kind of got my feet in it, once I got my bearings. I also had a terrible time early on because I was just getting farmed instantly. But then they kind of changed it, so you got some rewards regardless. Even if you did get instantly farmed. And then kind of once I found my feet and started like actually getting a little deeper in it and playing it more, it got really fun. Part of that was I spent a lot of time duoing with Flabby, which is its own form of cheating. He's just good at stuff like that. But I played by myself sometimes too. I had a couple of good games of my own. Once I got my Mog, I was done. Yeah, I think they would do Plunderstorm again. I wanted them to do it again, but with a different theme. I didn't want pirates, but in a different color. I wanted them to pick a different theme in a different zone. Or even the same zone in a different theme. I just want something other than pirate stuff. The OG Red Plunderstorm Mog was kind of generational. Still love it. Should be made into a permanent PvP queue option. I think that having it be limited time kind of helps the queues be fast and enough people be participating for it to be kind of rolling along. I think if you leave that kind of stuff open permanently, it sort of has a chance to die. But I do think they would do it again one day. Once upon a time, WoW did a big Pirates versus Ninjas theme. They should do Plunderstorm like that. I was genuinely expecting them to do ninjas. I really thought they were gonna. You still have pirate and ninja costumes around Hallow's End. Those are some of the transforms that they can do. It's very of its time. Hello from Barbados. Hello, War Valkyrie. Now to hop on here to watch the Zul'Aman Zealot in progress. We're working on it. We're doing our best. I got 4 rares left to find up. I feel like I just gotta pick one and camp it. Ninja would be amazing. Add samurai. If they made it something other than pirates, they would need to call it something other than Plunderstorm, that's true. It was fun. Ninja Storm. There you go. Problem solved. Do you think 2008 era internet humor is going to come back and we can all talk about bacon again? Do you think that's going to become, like, vogue again? I know fashion trends are cyclical. Are internet trends cyclical? Are we all going to get a bunch of mustaches? I could, if I wanted to check a different shard, I could turn off war mode. Take a look at it. Do you think Org or Stormwind needs a revamp more? What zone in general would you want to see them updated or revamped? Similar to the Silvermoon treatment. I'm biased. I am largely Alliance. Love Stormwind. Hate Orgrimmar. Always have. So I would say Stormwind, but I am massively biased. Gosh, they redid Orgrimmar. I don't feel like they made it any better. Can't stand that city. They could do Plunderstorm on the Siren's Isle map maybe, or would that be too small? I feel like doing it on any map other than the one that they have already would add to the dev time needed a lot. I feel like making the terrain not problematic is probably a decent sized job. I don't know anything. Never made a game before. But I know that new maps are more effort than they sound like. Anytime I play an Alliance alt, I get so lost in Stormwind. It makes perfect sense to me, but I think that's just because I've played so much more Alliance. I like that Stormwind is not as vertical as Orgrimmar. Orgrimmar has a lot of kind of like basements and then mid-level and then up on the balcony and then way up. And it's not so bad when you're flying, but if you don't know your way around, it's, I feel like, extra disorienting to have that many vertical levels to deal with. I don't mind Orgrimmar, but it does require regular tetanus shots. Spend very little time in Org, have to relearn it every other time in there. Stormwind is the exact same thing in term, so I don't think I get to complain, but something that's funny to me about Orgrimmar is the different valleys feel very much the same to me. The fact that you've got, like, an auction house and a banker and whatever in the Valley of Wisdom, and also the Valley of Spirits, and also the Valley of Honor. It just kind of confused me. It all kind of felt redundant. Like, I know that there are like, Stormwind is the exact same thing, so I have no right to be upset about this. Stormwind also has, like, redundant auctioneers and whatever. But, I don't know. It's like, make up your mind. These places didn't feel different enough. Stormwind has 10 million buildings I can't find anything in. Yeah. Most of them are for nothing, which is fun. You love a dud. You milk wrinkle. Didn't learn Stormwind till BFA and the Nightmare run things. Yeah, horrific visions. Am I gonna camp out this one or am I gonna wait for the other two? Jumping on the auctionist roof in vanilla? Undercity, my personal city navigation nightmare. Undercity is delightfully symmetrical, which is a blessing and a massive curse if you get confused about where you are. Stormwind does have color-coded roofs, I'll give them that. I feel like you also don't need most of Stormwind. It's a bit like Borealis, where you just kind of learn the 3 places you go to, and then the rest is just for RP. New Silvermoon, stunning, great music. New Silvermoon is beautiful. I can't find anything there, though. I've had City Guide installed for the whole expansion, and I still don't know where I'm going. Maybe City Guide is holding my hand too much, and I just haven't learned anything. The A-bomb guards scared me the first time I saw them and accidentally clicked on them, and they went blarg. In Undercity. It is kind of funny that their tummies keep falling out. You'd think that they would, like, patch that up or something, but nope. You're just walking around. Leaking. Blarg. If I was making an A-bomb character, I would name it Blarg. Wipe Ironforge off the map, we can just learn about it in the lore. We would not miss the city. Ooh, that's a hot take. I kind of agree with you. It's a little too dark for me. I don't love an underground city, but I know people, especially classic people, freaking love Ironforge. Yeah, Blarg and his brother Sieg. Why is it called Silvermid when everything is golden? Right? Undercity and hardcore. Tempting fate incarnate. The deadliest thing available. Elevators. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I check the north ones again? Do I wait it out? How long has it been? I don't know. Let's play a game. Love the vibe in Darnassus. Darnassus was one of my favorite cities. Oh, look, a 5-4. Also, these ones are kind of stuck in the ground, huh? When I first started playing the game. In my mind, the tree's fine. As far as I'm concerned, nothing happened and the tree is fine. Teldrassil is just such a pretty place. I love all the fountains and the water and the canals. There's a mining weekly about it being called Silvermid. Almost forgot to even do Val this week for the mount. Doing it now. Nice. Yeah, it doesn't take too long. Yeah, the tree's fine. Absolutely. Growing better than ever. I know there's like Belemeth and stuff, but it's just not the same. Where is that minigame? Toy called Jewelcraft. I have a very chill new YouTube video that has a couple of toys like this shown in it. That's a newer one on my channel. But it's made by Legion Jewel Crafting. Legion Jewel Crafters. And you can buy and sell it on the auction house. I bought mine on the auction house. Also hoping for a Teldrassil revival. Makes me miss being an elf. One of my first characters was a night elf. And I remember eyeballing the mount trainer on their big tiger mounts with so much envy when I first started playing the game, just thinking, oh man, one day that's gonna be me. And then you had to pick which one you wanted because you couldn't afford to buy all of them when you were like brand new to the game and they weren't like account wide yet or anything. Oh man. I usually got this. I either got the silver striped one or the spotted one. Oh no, sometimes I got the dark striped one because I had a few different characters. Loved that. Those were my favorite original race mounts. It was very close between the Night Elf Tigers and the Darkspear Troll Raptors. Those were also very cool. That was a big moment. Halifal, one of my favorite areas in the game. Love the zone design. They've made amazing zones. And the thing that I've learned doing this mount farm is that the thing I need to really start appreciating the zone is just a reason to spend more time in it. I've come to quite like Zul'Aman and Herondar when I didn't really care for them much on launch, just because I'm spending so much more time here farming these rares. I think it's just that back in the day I had longer to just like take a moment and grow to like I had more time for the zones to grow on me, whereas nowadays you're so busy in them and you're out of them so quickly that you don't really have time to like them at all. They also all kind of start blending together when you get new zones every blank months and you know you've seen like your 15th enchanted forest. They stop feeling as special. It stops feeling like a place that you're definitely going to come back to and just kind of like a place that I guess I have to go now. Play different races to get all those mounts back in the day. Still don't care about Voidstorm. I spent the entire first patch of Midnight calling Voidstorm Netherstorm. And I'm not even sorry. I don't even feel bad. It's basically Netherstorm, alright? It's close enough. Yeah, Zul'Aman's gorgeous. I underappreciated it at first because it's not very flashy. It's quite gloomy. It's always raining. It doesn't stand out quite as much as like Herondar initially, or even Eversong Woods. Eversong Woods was my favorite launch zone because it felt nostalgic to have kind of all these sort of like classic-ish things, like beaches with Naga and like little ponds with whatever. I liked that a lot. Felt like more of a nostalgic zone. But the mood of this one's really been growing on me. Perhaps because I've been living here for weeks trying to get this last mount. Oh, is he here? Oh, there's my guy. How long have you been here for? You did miss Mop time running. Mop Remix happened a couple of years ago now, I think. And used for field accolades, buy items, sell dawn crystals. I think that they're... I don't know, actually. That's a good question. Maybe somebody in chat knows. So many super obscure places in WoW now. Yeah. Oh, time walking. Let me look at the calendar. Burning Crusade, Dragonflight, Classic, and then before that we had Shadowlands, and before that we had BFA, and then before that we had Dragonflight. No, I don't think so. It's gotta be coming up. Where's Mom? BC, Dragonflight, Turbulent Timeways ends. I don't know if we're doing a Mom. That's weird. Chat help, please. He thinks Hazel's getting Zul'Aman Mountholm syndrome. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, 1 of 8 of these mounts. Not looking forward to doing this grind. Probably just going to do alt army sweeps through the zones till I'm down to a couple left and then start camping. Yeah. You get so much marl. I was so worried about getting enough marl for everything until I started doing this, and now I'm not worried anymore. It's probably not going to be enough to get me everything, but it'll give me a really nice boost. Next Mom time walking is October. Back, everything still sucks. At least I'm alive. Glad to hear it. Clearing out vendors with all the marl from rares, kind of nice. Yeah. I've done the Zul'Aman vendor because I'm always in Zul'Aman. I gotta hit up some of the other ones. One more rare in this alt, and then we can grab another alt and maybe take a midstream break. See if any of the kittens want to stop by. Still need to farm resonance crystals from the War Within. Oh, not Skullum Monastery? When did they redo Skullum? I know they did redo Skullum. I forget what expansion it was, though. Might have been Mob. Sure, 30k marl for everything after the rare farm. Yeah, it's not bad. Although, it might get bad, because if I do get this mount, I could see myself never killing a rare ever again. I guess I'll be killing rares and doing stuff and getting marl in the new zones. But there's also going to be new stuff to buy for marl in the new zones, so I don't know if that really helps. Mop. Alright. This character can just log out. She doesn't need rested. She can just live here. That's fine. I am going to take a break and be right back. Okay, I am back. I did not catnap a kitten, but I left the door open for visiting hours if they decide to come by later. Okay. Let's see. We did Inksy, Crawdad, and Crinkle. It's time for Snow Crab, and she can probably do a Prey. I did Prey already on my mage, but not on this one or the druid. So let's try it. It'll be fun. Everything bought. 400k marl bank for the new zone, so I should 400k marl banked. Holy smokes, dude. Oh, hey, look, a rare. Wow. Tiny vermin up. Don't mind if I do. 1 mount, please. Sometimes I kind of forget that it could drop a mount. Like, I don't expect... I've done this so many times. I don't know how many, but a lot. That I don't even really expect it to drop anymore. Like, it hasn't dropped so far, so why would it start now? I play way too much. Oh, man. You're in the right place. See if I can summon a cat. Oh, one of them answered. Maybe they'll come over. Marl builds up if you get all the purple boxes from the zones each week. Oh, for sure, yeah. 8 alts. You're dedicated, though. I can't even keep up with doing that on my main. I should, and I don't. When is this gonna take me? Dornigal. Ooh. Gross. I'm just gonna fly back to Stormwind. Or Silvermoon and set my heart there. Oh, hi, Moose. I didn't think I was gonna summon you. No, Millie. Thank you very much for the brand new Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it. Thank you for picking me for your Twitch Prime. Daily account wide, so I did exactly 1 clear. Whenever I go to farm rares, someone just went through and killed them all. Yep, happens. It was me. I did it. It was me. Happens to me too, though. Sometimes if you're doing that and you change the direction in which you're flying, like if you always fly clockwise through the zone, and you find that you're like right behind someone killing them, just try turning around and flying counterclockwise. Or toggling in or out of war mode. Or give up and do something better with your day is a valid option that I should think about sometimes. The kill debuff, Nightmare Prey, pretty gnarly. If you're not near something you can kill quickly. I heard that that's not going to be a thing for the new version of it that's coming. There's going to be a new season of Prey, and I heard that's not a problem for Nightmare. Can't do something else while I wait. Oh, my boar's up. Farm in war mode if you're behind someone, calling the guild cavalry to stop them. What if they're on your faction? I do this in war mode pretty often. Oh, I think I did that. There we go. Don't mind me. I do that. I do it in war mode pretty often, and I feel like I pick fights and I can't win any of them. I'm exclusively picking fights that I can't win. Oh, my camera. Yeah, hang on. I can fix that. Hang on. Thank you for letting me know. It might have taken me a while, otherwise I don't always check my preview. Oh, the kitties are here. Hello! Did one of you do that, or did I bump it with my foot? I have the power bars protected, but sometimes some of the cable connections aren't as strong as you want them to be. Maybe I should grab some electrical tape and just lock some stuff in. And a super low Magister's Key. I get suspicious when I see +4 competitive. How many play do you have in your priest? I don't know off the top of my head. I did a video not too long ago where I added up my plate on all my characters, though. It's a short one. It's on my YouTube. I forget what I found, though. I had that add-on that, like, counts for you. It's not going to be a full count, though, because I have played and mained characters that are long gone and beyond restoration. And those will never count. I just play too many different characters. I think I've forgotten to go get my prey. I think it's fine. +4 competitive means this key is easy, but we're gonna be super toxic about it. I'm trying to parse. Oh, that was pretty good. You want up, my friend? Tiki, would you like up? Hang on, make sure I'm not gonna roll over. Oh, there's Tuna. I just got a cat on either side of me. They're so cute how they roam around the house in a pack. Like, not always, but most of the time. If you have one of them, you've got the other one. Hi, babies. Does either one of you want to come up? Tiki, how about you? Actually, hi. Tuna, I'm wearing a black shirt today, so today's really more your day in terms of contrast. Oh, Moose is leaving. He's out of here. Dual wielding cats, one in each arm. Whenever you pick him up, it's like scooping liquid. Vander Valiant, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. As my cat's tail steals a little bit of focus. Void Storm, easier to farm the rares in than Herondar. Herondar always seems to have an army of peeps farming the rares there. Yeah, I feel like the Herondar rare mounts are more desirable. The Void Storm ones are probably a little less universally appealing. The Petal Wing is really nice, and I feel like people that just want one of them might start there. I could be making that up, though. Tiki in that shirt would look like punctuation. Yeah, I is just an umlaut over the U. Do that too. Oh, it's not dead yet. See, I'm just wandering off in the middle of stuff. I'm not even finished fighting this rare. Is it gonna give me a mount? One mount, please. No, not that time. Go check for the other one. I kind of, as long as I have like a good string of rares up, I kind of don't want to abandon this to go pick up my prey. I'd rather just kind of kill them. You know, if they're up, they're up. Never take for granted not having to wait for them. This paladin kind of trucks. It's kind of nice. Tuna, if you chew up my notebook, how will I make any notes? Tiki likes to bite cardboard. He doesn't eat it, he just likes to punch it with his teeth. You'll find a cardboard box that just has like a million little tiny pinprick punches because he was just going, "Anga." Petal Wing mount model options are do everything in every expansion release zone, or kill this one dude and get lucky. Hey, kill a bunch of dudes and maybe get lucky. Tuna's over watching YouTube chat. It's a good job I have 3 monitors. This would have been a lot harder to set up if I'd only had 2 monitors. Turns out I did need 3 after all. Thanks, past me. What if I do both? Then you get to be like me. Petal Wing collector. What's the current farm? Yeah, mounts can drop from any rare. All 4 of the midnight zones have 2 mounts that can drop from any rare in the zone. I have, out of those 8 mounts, I have 7 of them. So I am living my life in Zul'Aman trying to get the last mount to drop for me. Hi, Mr. Tuna. My cat's a little hole puncher too. One of our kitties does that too. Ended up having lots of punch holes on my erasers and wrist rests. I looked it up. It was the last time I got one of these mounts. Hang on. The last time I got one of these mounts, I was looking at my Twitch VODs. Because I put in my title how many mounts I have usually. Like 6 of 8, 7 of 8. And the last day that I posted 6 of 8 before going to 7 of 8 was July the 16th. So we've been doing this. So that was, I guess, when I got my last mount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Today is the 8th stream since getting my last mount. So 8, 3 hours of stream. Not a crazy amount of time to be farming, but definitely my longest gap between mounts. I don't think I streamed that long between mount drops before that point. It was 84 years ago. I was surprised that it was only 8 streams ago. It seems like longer than that. I guess it's more than a week's worth at only 5 streams a week. Tuna's on my desk. Hi, baby. You're so cute. How did you get to be so cute? You look bigger this morning. Did you grow? Here. Set up here. Wait for this one for a second. There we go. This is the stream cam we need. How's that? This is good for camping, for rare camping, huh? Still sounds better than the Necker Ray Egg Hunt. Yeah, for sure. I wonder, there must be some stream mount farm that got me, like, that I tried for the most time before getting it, like the most amount of streams before it actually dropped. It might have been, Oh, Tiki, are you jealous? Hi! Might have been Midnight. What? You went up? Here. Oh, I got you. I don't care if you blend in. Here we go. This is the cat angle. This is great. Yeah, Midnight was a lot of attempts. Capture yourself for the rare mount drop reaction. They all happened on stream. I don't think any of us clipped them, though. I don't really have big dramatic reactions anymore. And I feel like it would be fake of me to fake them. So, whenever we get a mount drop, it's just kind of a, wow, would you look at that? Woo! And that's kind of it. I've got too many mounts to really flip the table anymore. Hi, baby boy. Hi. You can't see him, but he's being real cute. You gonna bless me with some luck? Oh, also, which one of you minimized my YouTube chat? Where's my YouTube stream? Hello? Hang on, I'm still live. I just need to pull the chat back up. How did you close a window? Hold on. I'll be right back with you. Where's my stream chat? There it is. There it is. Good lord, that cat has gotten big quickly. Here comes Fluffy Cute Void again. I bet you guys can barely see him. Oh. My stream deck dying? Oh. How did that happen? Oh, it's just disconnecting, reconnecting. There we go. Yeah, you can barely see him because he blends into my shirt, but he's so shiny. You're such a cutie. Hi. And the other one's just like right there on the desk. Hi. I'm so lucky. I'm just waiting for my rare to spawn. This is nice. It's got some good purrs going on. Midnight, you got it on New Year's and your last attempt of the year. Literally, the last possible attempt I could have made in the year. It was crazy. I was also streaming like late. I did like a New Year's Eve stream that year. I don't do those anymore, but I like put on a dress and sat down at my desk to stream WoW for 6 hours for New Year's Eve. It's been a while since I last played WoW, but I couldn't dare to unsubscribe from your channel because your boss guide videos were lifesavers for last minute boss guide checks. I gotta start making the new series of them yet. I can't leave people high and dry without those. I'm not watching House of the Dragon. I'm too squeamish these days. I can't watch TV that's violent. I can't watch anything like violent or grim or brutal anymore. It just messes me up and I don't have fun. I'm just too much of a enormous adult baby. One more cool mounts than I could ever dream of. New ones, just garnish. Wish they would give us more mount collection achievements. Yeah. Oh, he's up, he's up. And I have 2 kitties on my desk. Oh my god, you guys are so cute. They're like symmetrically laying. They're back to back, kind of like this on my desk. Tail to tail. Both kind of falling asleep. Let me know if the static starts and I'll move their butts off my audio mixer. I gotta find a way to protect that actually. I wonder if it would fit. I have one more like cable management protector box and I bet you I could squeeze my audio mixer in it to stop cats from sitting on it and causing a bunch of static. I know, they're so cute. They're such nice people. I know they're cats, but like they're really nice to hang out with and they're very funny. I find everything that they do so charming. Tuna likes to jump. He doesn't have ADHD, he just likes to jump. Whenever you're playing with toys with him or something, Tiki will kind of wait to ambush the thing when it's close to him. He likes to conserve his energy. He's very efficient. Tuna just wants to be, we call him Air Tuna, because he just wants to fly. Tuna believes he can fly, and he's not going to let anything prevent him from doing so. Here comes Pango. I'm certain. Well, not that certain. I used to not mind, then one day something clicked and I can't do violent media like I used to. Instead of becoming desensitized, became sensitized. Yeah, I think that's the same thing that happened to me. It's possible that in my younger years I also didn't like it, but I was kind of pushing that down because I didn't want to feel like not grown up enough or not cool around my friends or something like that, and I just reached a point in my life where I don't care. Or maybe I'm more sensitive than I used to be. Or maybe stuff is more violent than it used to be. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I can't do it anymore. I've started watching very unserious, lighthearted media only. Nothing that's gonna win any Oscars, but maybe this one's gonna have the mount. It's gonna drop now that I'm here. Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready. One mount, please. Let me lay on hands so I don't die. Dun, 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 dun. I'm having great luck getting spawns, though. Once you start living with a kitty, there's no going back there. The joy of our household. Tuna's like craning his head back to watch the screen. He's laying, not facing it, and he's like craning his neck so he can watch the TV. He's watching my main gameplay screen. I think he likes seeing my character on the mount. Buddy, don't hurt yourself. Aww. Aww. Today's the day. Could be. It's not tomorrow, because I don't stream Monday, Tuesday. Today the map drops. I would love that. That would be wonderful. I could be ready for a new era. Kind of the same these days. Need to manage my cortisol levels. Maybe there's just like enough other stuff stressing us out that we don't need to recreationally raise our stress levels. I'm just an anxious person. I always have been. I'm managing it better than I used to, but sometimes better, sometimes not as much. I was freaking out a bit last night because I got it into my head that there was mold in our ceiling because I kept seeing like these little speckles on the ceiling in different rooms, and I haven't been up in the attic, and what if something's leaking, and if there's mold, we have to leave, I don't have anywhere to go with 2 cats and a dog and a job, and then I told Flavia about it, and he's like, well, let's take a look at it. And we turned on some lights, and I showed him, and he's like, do you think it might be just paint? And I looked at it, and it's just paint. It's just like whoever painted the walls was kind of messy and got a little bit on the ceiling. And that's all it is. And I feel so much better. But I was like fully going around the bend. Oh man. All the stress does give a healthy rosy blush, so it's a win. Oh man. Hazel, haven't seen you on in forever. How's life? My wife hung out with you on some quests a long time ago. Memories, nice to see you on again. Hi, Belknap. Life pretty good. Life pretty good. I'm living my dream. I really am. I got all the things I wanted in my life. I'm a homeowner now. I have some peace and quiet. I have kitties. I have a pair of young kittens living with me. I have a nice big fluffy dog. What if Xalatath stole the Pango mount? Put it in your void storage. Maybe you should double check. Are we sure it's not in the mail? I used to paw my husband's computer screen when he's in druid travel mode. Sometimes stare menacingly or lay down to keyboards during raids. They quickly learned that's a no. Yeah. I kind of let them lay on my desk, even though they do press buttons sometimes. They're not allowed on the table while we're eating, though. They've learned that one. So every now and then they check to make sure they're still not allowed. And they'll just like put a paw on the table and kind of look around like, well, what are you going to do about it? And it's like, well, you're going on the floor. Wah, wah. One house, 2 cats, 7 of 8 mounts. So close to perfection. I accidentally ate a bit of mold in a pastry last night. It looked all good on the outside, but I took a bite and nope. But I'm alive. Every now and then you just gotta stress test your systems. That's all you're doing. You're just finding out what you can handle. Ooh. Yeah, builds character. Some people can eat like really spoiled food and be just fine, and I do not. I've never been that person. Yeah, there's penicillin on that. Free antibiotics. Yeah, me. Everyone's taken a bite of moldy bread at least once. I not so much with bread. I feel like every now and then I'll eat like a potato or something and I'll taste a little bit of like, it's not exactly a mold taste, but it's kind of a mold adjacent taste from the skin of it or whatever. And these days I just with that I just kind of keep eating it. It's never caused me a problem. If it was bread though, I don't want to see it. I don't want it to be fuzzy. Doo-doo. Cat would play WoW better than most raiders. I think it's fair not to watch dark or violent stuff if it makes you feel bad. I've always had a fascination for dark stuff like true crime. I remember reading like thriller books at 9 to 10. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's very normal. I'm the person that will read the Wikipedia article to summarize like the serial killer story or the horror movie or whatever so that I know what happens to satisfy my curiosity without actually being subjected to like the spooky editing and the sounds and stuff. I think some people in chat are being secretly controlled by mold parasites. Secretly? I don't know, I'm being controlled by cat parasites. Is that better? Guys, they're so sleepy. Their tails are crossed. They have their tails laid over each other, one over another. They're getting so big. They might reach a point where they both can't sleep on my desk at the same time. Had to stop eating my favorite wrap from a local cafe after it had extremely moldy cheese in it once. Too nervous to enjoy it now. Yeah, I feel that. Once you've been burned once, it's very hard to trust again. And sometimes you should not. I saw little black points in my mirror and I was 160% sure I was dying of mold poisoning. A few days of stress later, it turns out those just appear because of silver on the old mirrors. Sounds like kind of a sick old mirror. Kind of cool. Speaking of mold parasites, you know there's real world ones that work akin to the ones in The Last of Us? It's fungus, right? And they control ants and stuff. I feel like I've seen that on some version of Nat Geo. Terrifying. Yeah, reading's immersive, but seeing sensitive images is not. Yeah. Yeah, I can read things that are much scarier than I can watch, although some things are still too scary for me to read. I got nightmares from reading Stephen King's Misery when I was a kid. The thumb scene really messed me up, and I've never really gotten over it. Yeah, cordyceps, that's the one. That is a real thing. This character is in war mode. Would be a good character name. What race and class would they be if you were naming a character after the cordyceps fungus? What race and class would they be? Also, apparently, sometimes I have to find a rare or two before my my things click in there and there. But apparently I can't. No matter how many times I've done this, I can't find them without the skulls. Harrier, shaman, or druid? You have all your keys in 20? No. What's your IO? My priest is 3404. We got our 3400 and then immediately logged off forever. I healed that as holy priest, which I understand isn't the most meta thing you can do. And then that's it. That's all the keys I did. It was 16s, not 20s. 33, 33, so close. Oh yeah, you got it. Hair druid and a mushroom monk. Came back from puppy playing with other puppies. She was totally cheating by biting the leashes and pulling them down. So tired now, completely out. Oh, it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying when they finally like tucker themselves out. How have you been doing with your new puppy? How have you been? They're so cute that I feel like people forget that it's like kind of a little bit hard on the people that are looking after them. I was in rough shape when Moose was young. Can you name 5 of the Zul'Aman rares from memory? Ooh. Depthborn Elemental. Lightwood Boar. Ooh, the names are a bit tricky. I can see them. Tiny Vermin. Ulfaga. Murloc. Skull Crusher. Someone. Poacher Ravik for sure. Spinefield doesn't count. I just got spoiled for that one. I feel like that's enough. She's so great. I don't sleep. She destroys everything I love, and I love her. Yeah, puppies are like a real condensed shot of this is why we can't have nice things. You should see the legs of my coffee table. Moose hasn't chewed them in years, but he did a really good number on them in his first year. They are distressed to perfection. Priest is 3327, need to finish it out, but 16s are annoying. Yeah, they are. You could just say 5 kind of mob sounding names and no one would know if you're right or not. Teething can be brutal. I remember I bought him a couple toys that were specifically for teething puppies, and those were the only ones that he wouldn't deal with. He just wanted anything but those. I had these big teething rings, and he looked at me like I was an idiot. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? Hated them. He's never met a toy that he really hated except for the teething toys. I don't know why. I got him to kind of chew on this little rubber ring thing by putting some peanut butter on it, but the moment the peanut butter was gone, that was over. And then he kind of got mad because his mouth was sticking together and he didn't understand why. Can't destroy those? No thanks. Exactly. I think the destruction is a key point of enjoyment for Moose. Although his toys last him longer now. He doesn't shred them quite the same way he did when he was 1 or 2. I can't believe he's 3 now. He seems so much more grown up. I did do raid testing. I didn't do mythic, but I did heroic raid testing. I like the raid. It's good. It's got a couple cool different fights. That's the audio. Turn is kicking his feet onto the audio mixer. Yeah, kitties and puppy get along really well. I have a really cute video that I want to show you guys. Hang on, I'm waiting for this row to spawn anyway. They're like best friends. It's so funny. I'm so lucky. When I first got my puppy, I had an older cat I had my beautiful Miss Kira, and she was senior and she was blind, so I was quite nervous about introducing a big bouncy dog to her when she hadn't lived with a dog for years. And I spent a calendar year introducing them. We had a baby gate. We did the whole 9 yards of introduction. I super slow rolled it. In hindsight, I was a little overly anxious. And I finally Kira decided that she'd had enough, and she's like, Mom, it's just a dog. And she walked through the baby gate and just like took over the front of the house again. But I think because of all that work that I did on the front end with Moose, he now like speaks cat, and he's so sweet and gentle with the kittens, and I think he like understands that they're babies. And it's very cute. This is a little video of Tuna and Tiki. They were like grooming each other, and I thought it was cute that Tiki like had an arm around him like a person. And then Moose is there. I think I can hear myself in combat. I'll check it out in a second. Come on, how cute is that? Hey guys, how you doing? Okay, heading over here. Alright. Oh, hang on. I turned off my camera. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do that. Also, I'm in danger. Don't mind me. Yeah, we could make dog raising kitten videos. It took the kittens about 24 hours. It took Tuna maybe 24 hours to figure out that Moose was safe. And then Tuna taught Tiki that Moose was fine. Tiki was very concerned about Moose. And then he kind of watched Tuna and Moose play, and then he was like, oh, okay. I guess this dog's fine. And then they've been chill ever since. Bought her a bunch of toys for teething. She steals rocks from the garden instead and chews on them. Rocks! No! Oh, that's stressful. I felt like the first year of Moose's life was just me trying to keep him alive and him desperately trying to eat things that would prevent that from happening. The garbage I had to pull out of that dude's mouth. Oh, man. Oh, Tuna, you getting up? Oh, you flipping over? Okay. Yeah, you gotta tan the other side. Hi. Am I gonna wait for this rare? Probably not. I'm gonna keep flying my lap here. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Vipers. How you doing? Also, I gotta get my Twitch chat. That's so sweet. Both of the kittens like to play with his tail. Moose has got a big fluffy tail, and it kind of curls upwards when he's happy. And whenever he's wagging his tail, if the cats notice the tail's in danger, it's just like a giant floofy cat toy. What goes through your process when picking a main? I feel like every patch I find myself choosing a new one, but kind of want to find one to play for an entire expansion. If I don't already know just based on vibes, I've been pretty loyal to Priest for a long time. I've taken a couple seasons off, but I know I'm always going to come back to Priest. But before that point, if I didn't know what I wanted to play just based on vibes, I would do process of elimination. I would start out, I would just narrow it down as much as possible. I would start really wide with a role. Do I want to be a melee or a tank, a ranged, a melee, or a healer? Once I picked one of those, I would kind of look at my available specs, and I would start kind of, do I want to wear a certain armor type? Do I want to be a pet class? I would kind of start like just instead of opting into things, just opt out of things. Be like, well, I don't want to be this and I don't want to be this, until I'd narrowed it down as much as possible. And then if I had like a little handful of choices and I genuinely couldn't pick between them, at that point the secret is that any of them would be fine. If you really don't know which one you want, there's no wrong answers anymore, and you can just randomize them. Just put them all on a wheel. Get yourself an online decision maker wheel, write them all in there, spin the wheel, and just commit. You just gotta pick something. It can be totally arbitrary. I played Feral for 8 years. Didn't even have an alt character. My guildie's always trying to turn my main into a healer or something, but failed miserably. I've always respected the people that stick to one thing like forever. Most people in my guild kind of pick a new thing to play every now and then, biannually maybe. A couple people are always in the same thing. Flabby is always an enhancement shaman. I have never known Flabby to main anything but enhancement. He does play other classes. He's quite good at Demon Hunter. He's quite good at Death Knight. But he's gonna be a shaman. Just got the Amani Sharp talent. Congratulations! Hazel's melee sounds weird. I might do it. I just have to boot camp myself. I gotta do my homework if I'm gonna do it. And Horde lock since BC and always will, probably. so much respect for that. Mained Holy Priest from launch through TBC. The leveling wasn't easy. Yeah, I kind of cheat by I play Shadow for leveling and questing, but then I'll play Holy for keys and raid. Aside from switching to VDH and Nihilotha, because my guild needed another tank, I've been Assassination Rogue since vanilla. Main enhanced since PC, always have 2 to 3 ults that look good and feel good. Nelf Boomy since Wrath, because giant bear chickens are the best choice 100% of the time. Is it weird to say that you have boomkin energy? That's a compliment, right? I feel like boomkins are just like friendly, welcoming, jovial people, and that's kind of the vibe I get from you. Like, I don't know if it's true, but in my head, you have a beard. If you're going to boot camp, you'll need to do it soon. I know, I know. I was gonna do a video about it, and then I thought, no one cares! No one cares! No one cares how much damage you're doing in your heroic raid! It is not a thing that has any stakes. This is not a good idea. It is not a good idea. Do something else. Always played BM Hunter, mostly placed on vibes. Me being real casual about the game, never really gone for in-game raids and stuff. I love BM, it's such a comfy spec. I'm a woman, but if a beard is what you imagine, go for it! Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm still sticking with friendly and jovial. Demon Hunter makes no sense for me, but I like hot blood elf twinks. What can I say? It's fine, beards are cool. If I was a man, would I have a beard? Would I have a mustache? I feel like I would have gone for the mustache and mullet and then regretted it later on. Loving the hair, Hazel. Thank you very much. Taking it as a compliment because I love the movies. Get to have a cool bow, dual pets, what's not to love? Long as possible braid for sure, add little gold trinkets to it. Oh, with the beard? Oh, for sure, yeah. You gotta put some rings in it like a dwarf. I have a beard, it's okay. I have tried Mythic Plus in Midnight. I liked it quite a lot. I had a lot of fun this season. I got 3400, which was a new level of stretch goal for me. I enjoyed that like the early season keys felt pretty manageable, like we were kind of doing 10s right away. But then having the goal of 3400 to work towards. Oh, Tuna. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, honey, that's my mouse. I don't think you can sleep there. I have to move it eventually. Oh, he's like resting his cheek on my fingers on top of my mouse. And I can't really like move it to steer because he's like falling asleep. Oh. Do I need to use my mouse? I think 13's my max. That was where they started to get tough for sure. Oh, honey. Oh. It's the law. Your hand cannot move until the baby moves. I wonder if I could get him to sleep on my lap because I cannot use my mouse right now. I'm gonna be like tabbing around. You're being really cute, but mommy needs to heal this dungeon, right? Will you accept a lap? Kind of pancake him up. It's a nice warm blanket. What if you just lay down? Oh, instant purrs. That's a good sign. Instant stops. That's a good sign. You see his shoulders working? He does the thing where when he's making biscuit, he moves his whole arm up and down from the shoulder joint to kind of wah, 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 wah. And it's very cute. He does it when he's feeling like comfy. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, that's a great spot. There you go. Putting in a shift at the biscuit factory. They both do it, and they both do such like big stomps. Big biscuits. It's so cute. And they do it like just when they're looking at something that they like or that makes them feel good. So sometimes they'll just like look at me or look at Flabby and just be like, what class have you like added to the game? We were talking about it a bit yesterday. I still feel like some kind of a blood mage would be neat, but I'm at a point where I don't know if I would play any new class they added. I think I'm comfy with the ones we have. I'm not craving novelty to the same degree that I was. I just kind of want to enjoy the stuff I already know. Skullcrusher Harrock, that's his name. I love that tuna emote. I think that's so cute. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? One mount, please. Where is it? Think the same until they decide to add a bard, because if they do, I'm 100% gonna seduce all the enemies. I don't want a tinker class. I know everybody wants that. I'm not really, for a gnome, I'm not really that into like the mecha aesthetic. The steampunk of it all is a bit wasted on me. Necromancer could resemble demonology though. The other thing that Necromancer would have overlap with is Death Knights. I know that they're melee, but Death Knights are quintessential Necromancers. Aside from being plate wearing and melee. And sword wielding. But just because there's overlap in theme between an existing spec doesn't mean they're not going to do it. They've definitely done that before. They've done specs where they had to change an old spec to be less like it. Like they took a lot of they took some elements out of Shadow Priest to give them to someone else. I forget. Vampire stuff. Okay. Give me lots of new hair options for everything and I'm content, right? Did you enjoy Decor Duel? Working on it to get all the cosmetics. It's tedious in my humble opinion. I did like it. I stopped really giving it my finest effort though at a certain point. Towards the end of my currency farming when I was just doing the daily every day, I would give it a good try when I was looking for people because that part was kind of fun. I like trying to spot people moving from a distance and then like tracking them down. But when it came to actually hiding, I would just stick myself in a planter and if they found me, they found me. I stopped trying to play the like sneak around when they're not looking game. Couldn't be bothered. Not switching as much anymore. Yeah. The best argument for Tinker is we need another class that uses ranged weapons so we don't all get sad whenever a bow, gun, and crossbow drops. I agree. I think we need another bow user. Have a nice stream. Fun to come by from time to time. Good luck on the drops. Thank you very much. Maybe it's right around the corner. Is this guy up? He is. Want new specs for what we have. Tanks for Shaman and Hunter. Ranged Rogue DPS. Tank Warlock. I can dream. I wouldn't mind another healer spec to play around with. Haven't done it much. Honestly glad I didn't now that I can do it without flies. Oh, did they get rid of flies completely? Flies felt like so cheap. It's like, what? It's hide and seek. I'm hiding. What do you want from me? Apparently. I haven't played it since then. That's funny. If the solution to ranged weapons is ranged 4th specs for Rogue and Warrior, wouldn't be mad at that. Like an axe thrower spec would be kind of cool. I wonder if they have enough concept there to flesh it out, though. Man, that one's really busted. I just killed that rare and it doesn't say that I killed it. Something about that one's weird. Necromancers should be like Demo Warlocks, but with zombies. Chuck 15 exploding ghouls at the enemy. I think they can just rip off some classes from Diablo. Just give us, like, Witch Doctors in the Diablo style and give us Demon Hunters in the Diablo style. That's kind of what I thought they were doing when they first announced Demon Hunters. I'm like, oh, cool. So sort of like a Van Helsing thing. Apparently not. Apparently when they said Demon Hunter, they did not mean crossbows and thigh-high boots. I mean, you can put your Demon Hunter in thigh-high boots, but that's a different issue. Would not mind going back to a more low fantasy vibe after the last Titan. Like, I want some rotten level up armor. Put us in some scraps. Tuna's accepted sleeping on my lap. He's such an open-minded cat. Like, you change his position and he'll just kind of consider whatever it is that you want him to do. He'll think about it. He'll give it a chance. You can kind of like pick him up and pop him in places. I'm sorry. We're in war mode. There can only be one person killing this rare. Actually, I'm gonna feign death. And if they reset it, then I can... Well, if they reset it, though, they're gonna come back and do the exact same thing to me. This is what's gonna happen. Also, my pet died. Blizzard offered to make you an NPC in your honor. What kind of NPC would you want it to be? I used to think a gnome pet tamer would be very cute. However, they don't really do pet tamers anymore, do they? They don't really do tribute NPCs anymore either. Oh, you're not leaving. Okay. Alright, I think they're gonna die. I got my honor kill. And then, oh, I get to keep the health progress on the Lightwood board. That's interesting. See if I can finish it. I'm surprised it didn't reset. Gnome gardener and the housing vendor. That would be cute. Nice. Okay, I got my kill. Oh, I didn't get my mount. That would have been cool if I got my mount, though. If I had to PvP after all. Poor guy. I think that was the first time I actually did it. Oh. I thought they were coming up to emote at me or something. Runs up to me. Hunter's mark. And I'm like, oh. Tell me how you really feel. And then he like casts the spell. And I'm like, oh, I think I should leave. I got what I wanted. It's war mode. If we don't want the smoke, we can head back into not war mode. That's probably what I'm gonna do if I start losing. When we get Inksy as a pet, like those weird Christmas notes. Hi, Ripped Waffle. Been awesome seeing you live. Going through a breakup, watching your streams every morning. Help the mood. Think you're great. Upbeat person, doesn't take life too seriously. Keep up with the great vibes and streams. Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry you're going through that. Breakups suck. I'm glad you're here, though. Hi, Tiki. Tiki, you got stuff to say? Do you have encouraging life advice? Not that anyone's asking for life advice. Hi, you got pretty teeth. I got 2 sleepy kitties. Life good. Last time a dude killed me while I was doing World Quest in War Mode to farm bloody coins, I just stood still and slash cried at him until I died. Oh. You can do it, but you'll be heartless. Are you ready to live with yourself? What? Hi. You're so handsome. Can you guys hear him? Hang on. I think I heard a little chirp. He's doing his purr trills. Tiki is. They're so cute. You want to come sit in my lap? It's available. It's vacant. Hi. He's standing right in front of my monitor. This one up. No. What about the Murloc over here? Hi. Come sleep on my lap. There's a nice spot here. Come here. There you go. What do you think? There you go. Now you can hear him. He's on the right side of the mic now. I might die, but it'll be worth it. That motor going, right? This is my friend. You can barely see him, but this is my friend Tiki. Hi. I should only wear gray shirts so we can see both Tuna and Tiki. Are you happy? He's getting so big, right? I think he's gonna grow again too, because his tail has started getting longer. He did a big growth spurt and then he kind of stalled out for a week or two. But your tail has been scooting out of you like a Play-Doh noodle. It's getting long, and I feel like you're gonna grow to fit it. You would make a good Dalaran-head librarian. He's so cute. You have a lovely familiar, right? These guys make me feel so special. They're not helping my main character syndrome. They're both my babies, but I think Tiki's like my special familiar baby. He's the witchy one that is a little clingier. Not that he's clingy, but he's real sweet. Speaking of main character syndrome, Tuna's the one with main character syndrome. Tuna's gonna do what Tuna's gonna do, and anybody else in the area is very much an afterthought. It's not that he's rude, he just didn't really think about it yet. My kitties don't sit on my lap at all when I'm on my computer. Jealous. I love it when they all want to hang out in the same room. They were this morning I was in the bathroom getting ready. I was like doing my makeup. And the bathroom I'm in is like really small. Someone edited it onto this house in like, it's very narrow. It would not be wheelchair friendly. It's like if Moose walks into it, he can't turn around. He has to back out the same way that he walked into it. You can be in the shower and you can reach anything that you forgot to bring into the shower on the counter because it's about 2 inches away. It's fine. I'm nimble. But I was in that bathroom doing my makeup this morning, and Moose walks in, which is like weird, and he's kind of poking around, hanging out, and then of course Tuna and Tiki follow him, and then we have 3 animals and me all in like this single square meter bathroom. It's like, guys, what are we all doing in here? The fire marshal would not be happy. One of mine sleeps next to me while I'm at my PC, though. I want to try one of the. It's just garbage and it's way too much clutter. And I have so many things on my desk. I don't need another thing on my desk. But I want to try one of those cat beds that clamps onto your desk and has a little arm and then like a little platform. Like I feel like I could put a little platform like here, and that maybe they would sleep on it and then be in my camera shot, snoozing at the same time as I'm streaming, and also just like not on my desk but still like have a cozy place to sleep. It's a dumb thing, but I kind of want to try it. They're all helping you with your makeup. Say thank you. They're a big help. XBF had a cat that would sit on my homework all the time while I did it. Give me a good excuse not to do it. I used to love it when Kira would get in between me and my phone when I was doom scrolling, because it would snap me out of it long enough for me to realize, what am I doing? This sucks. And that she's right, she has a point, and then I would pet the cat instead of scrolling, and then I would like get up and live my life. She's like my fairy godmother. I was just telling someone my Mog belies my main character syndrome. He does purr a little bit like a frog, actually. He does sound a little bit like the frogs that croak in the summer. Maybe they're toads, I'm not sure. Hear him at night when you're on vacation. How are we doing? It's 11:15. I need a few more rares. Ever since my violent crime against that one player, I haven't really seen a lot of them up. Is this karma? Have I earned this? Sold my PC, haven't played since April? There's a big move. I'm regretting it, no! No, you did it for a reason. Every single day. You do it to kind of focus or lock in on something that you want to work on in your life? Because I'm rooting for you. Just reached 3.4k Ritter IO on my R Druid. My waifu was complaining. I know I'm... I know we're at the gamer perspective, but now she's complaining that I go out too much. Wants me to get a PC back. That's funny. That's funny. Maybe there's some conversation that can be had in the marriage independent of the gaming. Yeah, they are a lot more expensive. That is rough. I also think it's really funny to call your, I'm assuming like an actual flesh and blood human woman wife your waifu. That's like camp. That's great. I feel like Flabby would do that to me. PvPing in PvP mode illegal, immoral. Yeah. Listen, I gotta lower people's expectations of me somehow. If people think you're a good person, you're gonna get the Ellen treatment. Like, you can't set the bar too high, otherwise one day people are gonna find out you get cranky and then it's over. You do not want to be the one person on a pedestal. No, I gotta let everybody know, early and in advance, that sometimes I suck. Oh, hey, look. Froggy. I feel like I suck precisely the average amount for a human being. You're dead in the middle. Alright. Doing evil at least once a week. Stronger than I had to take another break from rare farming. Yeah. Well, I don't have a mount to show for it, so you're technically not behind. You know, every rare has the same chance as every other rare before it, so you could jump back in and we would be neck and neck. People spending more time in ZA killing rares. Yeah. I'm having to get craftier to get my rare kills in. See the goods? You're probably swimming in marl right now. What are your thoughts on Classic Plus? Would you be interested? I hope that it happens, and I hope it's everything that the fans want, because a lot of people seem really excited for it, and I want good things for them. I have no interest at all. It's not my scene, and it never has been. My favorite thing about Classic is hardcore. Love a hardcore mode in any game. I'm trying to get the Magister's Terrace mount? How's that going? Do you hate it there yet? When is it a good time to come back for Season 2? I mean, probably now. I'm sure we don't have a date for it yet, but we can't be that many weeks away. And you might want to come back and just, like, get your Omnium Folio sorted out and kind of figure out your spec and sort of set yourself up a little bit. That might be good. I drive in an area with heavy traffic, and most of my steam is blown off there yelling at bad drivers. That's my secret to being 99% chill the rest of the day. Just some recreational road rage. I mean, you're in your car. They can't hear you, right? I keep coming back to this one because the skull's up on the map, but I've done it before. War mode is just a little easier to find spawns in sometimes. There's a little bit less competition for rares. There is still some competition for rares. Although, as I've discovered, if you're competing for rares against somebody who is of the opposite faction and they're fighting a rare that you want, you can try to fight them instead. I successfully did that for the first time today. I wonder if I ruined someone's day. I hope not, but we are all in war mode. We did agree to this. I'm back into hardcore. Season of Discovery lately still feels great. Hardcore, oddly relaxing. I think there's something very beautiful in gaming about a story that has an end. Sometimes the stressful thing about an MMO or a new game, especially when you're feeling a little overwhelmed by how much is going on, is just... Sorry. Is just the idea of, like, man, I'm already playing blank. I don't want to be playing this forever. Am I really putting in all this effort just to, like, walk away from it eventually? Like, that kind of sucks. And in hardcore, if you die, it's over. And now you have a story to tell. Everything feels a little bit more alive. Everything feels a little bit more intense. And also there's an end to it. It's kind of nice. Love Bran Vision. Turns all NPCs into Bran in all zones for 10 minutes. Didn't do much prey. Do you know how to get quite a lot of quick rep? You just did your weeklies. I think the rep might be time gated. What happened to my pet? It's not dead. It's not here. Give me one of them. There we go. I think you just gotta do your weekly. Maybe weekly's on alts? Wouldn't be time gated anymore. Is the amount of rep you get per week still time gated, or do they just let you get 1,000 rep per hunt and just, like, infinitely? Everyone remembers the Legend of Hazel and the Trogs. There's gotta be a Twitch clip somewhere that I saved of my one hardcore death that I had back when I was playing and streaming classic hardcore. It wasn't even, I was only level like 12, but I was devastated. Oh man. Alright, this character can stay. We're getting on another one. I have Tiki on my lap. He's so cute. He's so beautiful. Sometimes when you smooch them on the belly, it's like you're giving a smooch to like a big old water balloon. He just goes boom. Trox and Lochmadan's so deadly. I wonder if I could find it. Let me look at my videos. Hardcore? No, that's not the right search. It would be a highlight. And it would have been... It would have been a while ago. When was hardcore anyway? My Twitch highlights are weird. Wow, some of those are old. Did I save it? Did I not save it? Oh, it's Kira. Why I won't play Discipline Priest, the scariest quest. Oh yeah, there we go. The hardcore warlock bites the dust, level 15. Here, let's watch this just for nostalgia. Oh, jump scare. I forgot I was bald. Little purple, hang on. Little purple, whatchamacallit. Purple buzz cut action going on over here. There she is. Little deer sweater and a real short buzz cut. How long is this clip? It's about 2 minutes long. They're currently divided evenly between hardcore, well, not evenly. They're currently sharing space between Puppy Dog and then hardcore WoW. And that's kind of all I got juice for. That's a level 13. I was so confident. I wasn't afraid at all. I remember this death. Yeah, that one too. It's 2023. Yeah, it's been a little bit. Oh, triple pull. Scary. Here, I'll minimize it a bit so we can gouge. See the scary. Hellstone. The focus. Health pot. We need to. Oh, I think what happened is I tried to run and I ran up the hill into more of them. You know what? We're pulling back. Come on, Thog. We're running. I think I'm running in a bad direction. I knew it too. I think I rotated everything. I've already used my health potion. I used my health stone. I was life draining. Yeah. Just toast. That was the one time I died. Hubris. I think I ran the wrong way. Yeah, I was running into the back of it. Alright, well that solves that problem. Oops. I love the try again button. I'm gonna resolve that prediction. Who made... Oh yeah, that's right. I was running bets at the time too. I had like active bets going on whether or not I was gonna die on a given day, and I just kept living and living day after day after day, and the odds kept getting... I think some people made a lot of channel points off of my death there. That warlock had a voidwalker named Thognos. There was I think the warlock I made after that had the super sick voidwalker name, and I forget what it was. It might have been like Helgrim or Helgorath or something like that. Hell something. Because I remember people like were making characters with the name of the voidwalker pet. Alright. I want game music. Grave. Hellgrave! Yeah, I think it was Hellgrave. I think I rolled the name Hellgrave, and I loved it so much I couldn't live without it. I don't think he ever died. Second warlock didn't die. I was too careful. That's the one. That was so much fun, though. Alright. This character is also in war mode. Has not done prey. Do I want to do prey in war mode? I don't know. I might be kind of over the prey thing. I don't need to level these ults that bad. We got half an hour. I want to kill as many rares as I can. Unlock a skinning spec. Yeah, okay. Sure. I don't know which one. Skill, general skill. Lures. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do the lures thing. I'm only skinning like rares as I kill them. That's about it. Because of that, you did a masterclass on Warlock Rotation, that 1,000 Needles cave quest where the waves kept spawning. Yeah, that's the other hardcore clip that I have. I was pretty happy with that. That was scary though. I thought for sure, like while I was in that, I was like, this is another death clip, isn't it? It's happening again. My life is flashing before my eyes. I feel homesick once we leave Zul'Aman. Lucky for you, I don't know if we ever will. As far as I know. As far as I know, this is gonna be just fine. I'm just gonna make a home here. I'm gonna start a family. I'm gonna adopt a bunch of cats. Zola cats. Can't believe Hardcore Era was 3 years ago. Yeah, me neither. I feel like I thought that I'd kind of paused everything and I was just like taking a sec to get myself together and that life would wait for me. And I've been taking quite a few years to get myself together and life has not waited for me. It's kind of rude of it. Give a girl a minute. Does Amazon deliver to Zul'Aman? Zul'Aman is on. Zul'Aman's on. Neat thing I noticed while doing Hyjal dailies. Hang on, I might die. Speaking of hardcore. The druids that follow you to kill the elite mobs all transform into Harrenir cat forms. Really? Interesting. I would like to thank Slim Shady AFK for the 59-month resub on Twitch. Appreciate it very much. Hey Hazel in chat. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Alright, let's go check on these guys. Been bugged since we got the Harrenir druids in game. Oh, okay, so they weren't like that before. I guess that was my question. It's like, did we have those models years earlier and I just never thought about it? Guess not. Perhaps I should have waited for some cooldowns. Here, we'll use Barkskin. Yeah, Zul'Aman is on. If we could have apostrophes in our character names, I feel like there's some titles that will give you an apostrophe. There's an Anoob one from The War Within, from the Spider Zone, where you can be a noob apostrophe and then your name without any spaces. But I want more of them. Go enjoy a bit of classic hardcore. Nothing risky about it. Perfectly safe at all times. Oh, I missed that. That was so cute. I can't believe you're still here. You're so cute and fun. For food, Terran Gordash. That's pretty good. Use the malicious title for my Warlock Doomskull. Right now I'm on Lumberjack Lamprey. I guess this character was just for farming lumber for a hot minute. Checking my titles, just realized we can search for titles now? Maybe you can search for titles. Must be an add-on. I don't have it. Sorry, that came off like really harsh. Maybe you can search for titles. Why am I mad? Plumber, gotcha. Plumber. Snark for no reason. Yeah, I'm not running Plumber. I don't know why I'm being stubborn about it. It's good for stuff. It annoys me when add-ons dip their fingers into lots of different things. The only one I really let get away with that kind of thing is Leatrix. I don't like a lot of other sweet add-ons that do lots of different things. I like to kind of a la carte it. Okay. Anybody over here? Mr. Oak Talon, hello? It's time for your 11:30 appointment. Hello, Mr. Sonic Jen. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. That's more where we are. Probably so much quality of life stuff that I take for granted that's actually from Plumber or Leatrix Plus isn't in the base game, right? Or breaks or doesn't get updated, then you have a bunch of things lost. I just don't like not knowing if a thing is from an add-on or not, and I don't like an add-on changing something without asking me first. I like it when I have a problem Decide I want an add-on, seek out an add-on, and fix it. I don't want add-ons preemptively deciding. I think it's a control freak thing. I don't want add-ons preemptively deciding that this is better. I don't care if they're right. They are right. Those things are better, but I wanted to want it first. I may have issues. Hey, why you bite me? I never bite you. What can I do for you? Ow. Why does it chew on Mama Clock? What does Leatrix do? Leatrix does lots of things. Faster auto loot and easier item delete are the main ones I use it for, as well as quest automation. It can automate picking up and turning in quests, where all you have to do is open dialogue with the NPC and it'll just pick up a quest if there's one available, or turn in a quest if there's one available. Plumber has a setting to not put all the new additions automatically on. Yeah, and I know you can opt into or out of all the features. And it's really no different than Leatrix in that way, but I don't know, it's newer than Leatrix, so I'm cranky about it. I don't think I'm being very rational. I'm just sick of my computer deciding stuff for me without asking. Drives me nuts. I'm a druid. Why am I flying on a mount? New stuff? Hi, sweet kitty cat. You can't auto-loot without clicking. You must click to auto-loot. What Leatrix does is it kind of speeds it up a little bit. Although I don't have Leatrix on right now, I think. Yeah, it's not even enabled, so apparently I can live without it. One thing I am is very loyal to my block buttons. Like blocking people in the game or on Twitch or something. Idly noticed the Silvermoon Broom pet just strolling in front of me. Nice. I kept finding them when I was doing Decor Duel. I think they spawn in the same area as the Decor Duel. And I just kept seeing it up and I didn't even need it anymore. Every time I hear the phrase drives me nuts, all I can think is a joke about a pirate who walks into a bar wearing a steering wheel as a belt buckle. You take that back. Small add-on called Faster Loot. Yar. Oh man. Saw Purple got excited for a moment. Yeah, they do like to prank me like that. It is an upgraded item level version of the lost idol of the Hachet. Hachet away. As long as it goes around the waist, anything can be a belt. Alright, this is gonna kind of hurt. I'm gonna finish killing this and then kind of reset my health a bit before I pull Lightwood Borer. Where's my lovely recuperate button? I've been using recuperate a lot. It's been great for this sort of thing. Stick it on the bar somewhere. Miss fishing slum sharks in the war within. I mean, you can still do it. Might not have the same appeal though. Finally got the jewel toy after seeing your video. It's 14k in my realm, but checked under mine exchange, found it for 200. Nice. That's what I want to hear. It's fun. I love it for... That's of the video of the toys I showed in the video. That's the one that I actually use to like kill time waiting for rares and stuff. Maybe one mount, please. Come on, Lightwood Borer. It's time. No, it's not time. Alright, maybe next time. We got more alts. I have been getting quite lucky today. I didn't think I was going to get through this many characters in a Sunday due to competition. But it's going pretty good. Fishing slum sharks is most of what I remember about the War Within. That and hating the trash heap that was undermined. I think my main memory of the War Within is chat lists. Endless chat lists for my part-timer achievement. Miss the War Within zones. Feel like I spent more time in all of them. So many chat lists. Loved Undermine. One mount, please, Mr. Netherite. Or within memory, getting murked by Kaiveza 187 times in a row. Ooh, memory unlocked. You're right. I had to turn off stream chat, and I never do that. Oh, deserve that. Karma goes around, comes around, etc. That might be my cue to get out of war mode. Yeah, I had to turn off stream chat for that because I just wanted to pull it and work on it, and I didn't want any advice. Because anytime anyone would try to be helpful, because that's all people wanted to do was try to be helpful and offer helpful suggestions, and all my brain would read is you're doing it wrong, and I just wanted to practice it. So I just like minimized my stream chat so I couldn't see it, and trusted the mods, and just ground it out for like hours on end. Oh, because I tagged it. I think I can still loot it. Here, let me let them leave. You ever get the Dark Fuse mounts? Got the Paragon mount in my first box, was so relieved. Awful grind. Yeah. Yeah, I did. That's interesting. So if you get the mount stolen from you and you die, you can still loot it when you res. That's surprisingly ethical. I did not expect to be able to loot that. That's nice. No. Tiki's gotten up. Tuna's under my desk. Gotta be careful not to step on him. Yeah, I did get the Dark Fuse mount. I think it was also my first Paragon. First or maybe second Paragon box, but very early. What are those orbs around you and your Shadow Priest when you're fighting a mob? It's gotta be a talent or something. I wish I knew. I don't off the top of my head know. I'm not very involved in my spec. I know enough to play it. I don't really know what's going on, though. Oh, is it the Omnium Folio talent? Gotcha, there you go. Thank goodness for chat. Yeah, that's probably Omnium Folio Shadow Orbs. They do kind of blend in with priesty stuff. I should probably... Oh, no, I can't, because I'm not high enough level. I'm surprised that Warlock wasn't over here. Maybe they killed this rare already. Alright. I'm ready. One mount, please. Love seeing when I proc stuff. I have a PvP talent available. Wow. Would you look at that? Dun, 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 dun. No. Well, at least we can skin him. Sometimes I can skin the rare. I wouldn't hate looking through my bags to see if there's any leather I can wear. Leather. What do we got? Not an upgrade. Not an upgrade. Not a real item. Not a real item. That is a small upgrade. Look at all these reinforced Amani hats. I have 4 of them. 4. Quattros. Too many. Gotta delete all of them. Maybe tiny vermin look at me, I know. More like ZZZ talent, am I right? I have, despite the fact that I have no PvP gear, nor any idea of what's going on in PvP these days, been kind of enjoying a little bit of world PvP. I think because the other people in world PvP farming rares are in a similar position as me, where they also don't know what's going on. So it's kind of fun, you know? You just do your PvE rotation and see who dies first. Not a whole lot to it. One more rare to check for. And then I do have other characters. I can bring my mage out here. He killed the tiny vermin. He's really cute. The guy with the teeth? He's not so tiny anymore. Not up. I could wait for it, or I could log over. I feel like I should log over. I only have 20 more minutes. Let's just park Lamprey in the inn, because I'm sure we're not far from it. Where are we going? Just right over this way. Just stream for many more hours. More attempts, bigger mount chance. Surely it will be yours. I stream... What is it? 15 hours a week? So that makes 60 hours a month, roughly? Right? That's not so many in terms of like streamers. I guess I'm not. I'm still pretending like I'm gonna be a YouTuber too. And I feel like it's tough to split time between the two of them and do both well. Even if you have the clock hours, it's hard to have like the energy. Streaming zaps you a little bit more than you think it's gonna. But 60 hours a month, not so much. This transmog, you like it? Little iconic. Yeah, mount can drop from any rare in the zone. There's 8 mounts that drop from rares. There's 2 per zone. The reason I'm camped out in Zul'Aman is because I have 7 of those 8 mounts, so I'm just trying to get my last one. No idea why blows make stuff like this have an insanely low drop rate. I mean, if it had a higher drop rate, we wouldn't be having this much fun. We would have finished it and moved on and forgotten about it already. I wouldn't have this beautiful story to tell about how how long I've been here for. Cheer Hollow, thank you very much for the 60-month resub. Happy 5 years, I think. Is that how that math works? That's wild. Thank you so much. New to mount collecting, thank you for explaining. No problem. Anytime. There are no dumb questions here, and if I don't know something, somebody else in chat usually does. Okay. It's a very specific method of triggering Stockholm Syndrome. I don't mind, for myself, having really low drop rate mounts to farm, as long as it's not only low drop rate mounts. I like to have a couple easy wins, a couple medium farms, a couple wonky ones, and then some really slow ones. I just like a nice little menu. I think it would be boring if they all took like the same amount of hours to get, or if they were all easy, because then I don't know. For me, it would be boring. I cannot go into mount collecting expecting that I'm gonna get everything, because at that point it is unreasonable. You want a slow farm? Oh, I'm on one. I'm in it. What if we get it this time? The ones that take longer mean more to me. The ones that are easy are nice for like a palate cleanser, but they're not as memorable, they're not as interesting, and I feel like it's not as fun when you get the mount. I feel like the soul of collecting needs a little bit of an inhumane MMO grind. That's kind of what I fell in love with about it in the first place. Why is Orca a Draenei and not, you know, a big fish? I had an aquatic theme for my Legion Remix alt names. Yeah, just a little inhumanity. As a treat. On my 100th plus kill of Mechatorque for the Gmod mount feels amazing, man. No, I haven't done the Violessence grind yet. I'm a little afraid. So I feel about the trading post mounts. Some are really cool, but they're so easy, never remember them. I pull the really unique ground trading post mounts out whenever I have an opportunity to use a ground mount for a while. I'll pull out like the Spring Harvest Hog or like the big green plant snail or something, because I feel like those are so cool and I never get a chance to ride them. So I ride those in random dungeons a lot, and people are always asking me where they're from, and then I have to be like, haha, they're from the past. Guess you weren't here in April of 2025 or whatever. Like, not very helpful when it comes to sharing the spoils, but they're cool mounts. Oh, he's dead. Boo. correct me. Let them, yeah, let Elrithier have this. We could all be fish. I'm a fish, you're a fish, orcas are fish, Moose is a fish. Bloop bloop. Mage Tower Mountain's my favorite mount ever. I have it on all my alts bars because it took me so long and it was so hard. I felt that way about the Kaiveza mount skin for the Delve mount last season, the Mana Skimmer, for a while. I don't think I can win this, but I am going to pick a fight. I definitely cannot win this. This is my weakest character. Nope. Diki's fish chirp chirp. Nope, for blood. My blood, their blood, doesn't matter, right? It's all the same. Remember farming the nether drake eggs in BC for the mounts, and to this day I still do it every once in a while because it became a part of me. He looked scary. It was kind of cool how he, like, very calmly, he or she, they very calmly focused on their rare, finished their rare, turned around, and decimated me. It was a little impressive. I'm a little impressed. Very, very calm sequence of events. Go look for more rares. We can probably pop war mode off. We can always turn it back on again later. Nearly at 82 on this character, which will give me the ability to learn the Silvermoon port. Although I do think my horse takes me to Silvermoon now too, so it doesn't really matter. Kind of wish they would make a random button for mounts. You could do random ground mounts, random flying mounts. Sometimes I want a random ground mount, always get a flying one instead. Add-on for that. Yeah, maybe. The summon random favorite mount button is context sensitive, so it will summon a flying mount if you're in a flying capable zone. It will summon an underwater mount if you're underwater. But if you want a ground mount but you're in a flying zone, it's not gonna help you out with that. Like 470 of the currency needed for the Echo of Aln mount. Got all of them just from farming the Herondor rares. Nice, yeah. I had the same experience. It would have been probably faster to just grind them out in Grudge Pit or something, but because I was farming the Herondor rares anyways, it was a really nice double dip. I don't think fire is better than frost. I just like it inexplicably. Combustion's fun to press. I don't even know what it does. Something something fire. Something something pyroblast. Playing Frost was considering going fire. I never keep too close of an eye on how the classes are doing. Oh, that's actually an upgrade. Rankings wise, feels like kind of keep track of the tide. It's like, yeah, you might need to check the chart to make a decision maybe once a patch, but like keeping up with it all the time is just exhausting. Tide comes in, tide goes out. Class gets buffed, class gets nerfed. The circle of life continues. Something something Ray of Frost now the target is dead. I have like, let's see, I'm an Arcane Mage enjoyer. I enjoy the graphics of Arcane Mage. I like the purple stuff. Unless you're pushing Mythic Raids or plus 20s, fun class over a meta class. Ugh. You know you're on a neglected alt when Adventure Gear is still giving you upgrades. Yeah. I mean, these guys are level 81. They're not even level 90. Learn to enjoy fire now, especially in legacy content. Spinefrill, you home? Knock knock. Yeah. Now I shall perform the stunning thermodynamic feat of igniting a fish that's underwater. Arcane looks cool, but then you push Arcane Orb. Now mobs from Narnia have been pulled. Good luck. Poached fish. Poached fish and curry sauce, man. That's the move. Mage was always my forethought, so I was always frost to level, and then boom, new spec. I'm just really surprised that I'm leveling these at all, but I'm not really leveling them. I'm just farming rares for the mount, and if they get levels, then that's nice. Oh, somebody went to that one already. Anyone over here? Hello? I can hear kitties rooting around under my desk, but they shouldn't be able to completely turn the stream off anymore. In theory, not possible. In practice, I'm sure anything's possible. I didn't realize I was in general chat. I'm almost never in Trader General chat. Oh man, someone said something very funny. Especially considering that I wasn't expecting anyone to say anything at all. I haven't been in general chat in ages. I always leave trade, leave general early in a character. I don't want to watch people argue politics and Stormwind, it's fine. But I guess I didn't finish doing that in this all, and I just haven't noticed because it's such a quiet, like, RP realm that, it's such a quiet RP realm that, like, nothing ever happens. And someone just said in general, I wish we could skin people. Oh my god. And then someone chimes in and says, me too! And then someone else says, in game. The first person says, yeah, just in game. I don't want to be on like a list or anything. I wonder if this must be war mode general. That sent me. I was not expecting it. Oh no, I'm not in war mode, am I? I took it off. This is PvE RP servers. Yeah, you can skin dragons. Weren't there in the past skinnable Worgen in like Duskwood? Is that a thing? Yeah. I don't know if they're still skinnable, but I feel like they were. Some Edkind style furniture. That person needs to play Rimworld. Just, no reason. Always been a little miffed you couldn't skin Tauren. Do you think we should be able to cook them? Or is that too much? They removed the Centaur skin from Orgrimmar, but they forgot the one in Thunderbluff, so we can still show our new Centaur friends how friendly we are. Duskwood Worgen, maybe Sepulchre were skinnable. I need my human skin tent. Don't ogres have human skin tents? Isn't that like a big ogre thing in their camps? Worgen's skinnable, Null's not skinnable. Skinnability is not covered by reason. I feel like Null skin would just smell. It would just smell too much to be useful. Any more rares? Nulls have human faces stitched into their tents. Yeah. Nulls have human skin tents, maybe ogres too. Think about this all the time, but if you could be any WoW class IRL, what would it be? For me, Druid. I think Druid too, because Druid can shapeshift, which was my childhood superpower fantasy. Is just to be in the woods and to turn into like a big cat or a bear or something. No one can bother me. Be super fast. Be very cool. Talk to animals, etc. Druid also can heal, which is sweet, you know. Nothing a little rejuvenation couldn't fix at the end of the day. I think that it's gotta be the answer. Yeah, shapeshifting common wished upon superpower. Flight form, no more commute. Who hasn't walked to school and been gazing up at the crows wishing you could fly instead and be there much faster with much less walking? It's funny that I thought that if I could be a crow, I would still be going to school. I would just be getting there more efficiently. The question is, if you could be a WoW class IRL, which one would you pick? I think a lot of us are going Druid. Crow's cool. Krender did a great video on this too. What was spoil it for me, what was the conclusion? Shapeshifters are always the glue in a fantasy movie. Shapeshift into giant crow and give friends rides. Wait, you guys had friends? Mage, frost for the summer. Conjuring food is a pretty core power, although the fact that you're exclusively conjuring pastries and other carb-heavy goods might be a problem for people. On one hand, you never have to buy groceries, but on the other hand, all you have to eat are croissants? Teleports, yeah. Yeah, Mage is a strong contender too. I don't think it beats Druid for me, but it's up there. Whenever I'm on a cliff or a bridge, all I think about is being a demon hunter and just double jumping off safely. It would be so fun. Have you considered bungee jumping? Hey, it works for the French. Druid definitely made the list along with Shaman, Rogue, Warrior, and Mage. Warrior? Rogue? Okay, stealth and invis I get, but Druids can also stealth. What is the class fantasy of Rogue? Being able to gut somebody and get away with it? That's brutal. Warrior's just a gym bro. Yeah, just go be a warrior right now. Pick up a sword. They have them. Hit up your local Ren fair. Be a menace. Get escorted out. Drink too much mead. Contempt burns calories, so the French have an unfair advantage. They sell axes at the store. The real class fantasy is pickpocketing people. Again, not something you should do, but something you could do. Oh, man. Heard you talking about shape-shifting powers, gave me a big lecture on shape-shifting instead of what I wanted it to do. Oh, no. There's conjured protein foods for sale in the Horde part of SMC. Oh my gosh, imagine you have magical food conjuring powers and you conjure up a protein bar. How sad. How depressing is that? Lifelong WoW Rogue would totally roll Druid IRL. Glad I could catch you live. Finance is sucker now, got no WoW. About being a Warlock IRL? You want to summon demons? I mean, I get that they work for you. They look like they smell bad. I feel like they would smell like sulfur, and you know what sulfur smells like? Is rotten eggs and stinky farts. I don't feel like any Warlock pets would smell good, aside from maybe the succubus, and she probably just smells like Forever 21. Conjuring pre-workout, selling them outside my local gym. Profit. I want a Hearthstone so I can easily get home. I don't want to be a mage because I can only teleport to Azerothian cities. I would love a Hearthstone, oh my god. Good as a business though. Conjure food, sell for massive profit. No, I don't have my last mount yet. Maybe it'll drop here. Could do. Still farming. Harvesting soul shards would bum me out, IRL. Oh, man. Being a warlock is just being a middle manager. I mean, the fantasy of a hunter of having, like, lifelong beast companions is pretty appealing, but also I kind of have that. I just don't send them into combat. I feel like when walking my dog or napping with my cats, I'm getting all the parts that I would really want from being a hunter. Like, that's a thing. I should think about wrapping up soon. We're nearly at the end of our time. We are at the end of our time slot. I just like looking to see if there's maybe one or two more rares. Love driving, but a Hearthstone would be cool. Although I guess if you drove somewhere and then you hearthed home, now your car's there. That's a problem. Take more public transit. Do you ever continue to play off stream? Not the mount farm. I wouldn't live with myself if I couldn't face you guys if I had the mount drop off stream after having made you watch so many hours of me farming it on stream. Usually when my stream time slot ends, it's lunchtime, so it's normally time for us to eat something, take a break, watch a show, figure out what I'm gonna do in the afternoon. Anything good for lunch? Flavvy's making miso soup. We do miso soup and then a little bowl of rice on the side to make sure that there's enough carbs, and then I have that with a little rice vinegar because I love rice vinegar, and a little furikake on top, and a little bit of, I think we're out of pickled ginger. So it's just kind of like sushi, but without any sushi. I'm pretty sure it's like what Japanese children eat if they're eating the equivalent of like dino nuggies. Like it's just like a very, very basic comfort food. It's just rice and vinegar. It's yummy though. This is the rare. Not the one. Not the one. Now that I've remembered what's for lunch, I'm kind of invested in not missing it. We'll go check one more time for Necrohexer. Stream all day. Very big drop chance then. Easy mount. Do your beast companions follow your commands? My hunter pets do what I say. My IRL cats do not. My dog will listen to what I say. It's just a question of whether or not he's going to agree. He'll hear me out. Just listening means something different to him than it does to, like, people with dogs normally. Never had miso soup. Has fish. Haven't had it. We usually make it without the bonito or without the dashi powder. You can literally just put miso paste into hot water, chop up some green onions, maybe add a little seaweed, and some tofu, and you've got a very close approximate. It's missing a tiny bit of flavor, but I don't notice it. I don't even have fish stock on me right now. Oh yeah, you totally got to try it. It's super fast too. You can make it in like 5 minutes. You don't really have to cook it so much, it's just heat it up and mix it all together. No mount? Where is it? Tiger-sized domestic tame cat would be cool. Impractical, but cool. I don't know. It's hard to afford to feed 2 regular domestic-sized cats. I feel like feeding a tiger would be expensive. Maybe there's a reason that's like a drug lord thing. Or at least it was on TV when I saw them last. I haven't spoken to my friendly local drug lords to ask what kind of exotic pets they've been keeping lately. I'm really out of the loop. Trevor never calls me back. It'd be hella expensive. Am I gonna live? Maybe. Let's use alter time. Oh, sometimes I press alter time too many times and then I just alter time back to no time at all and it doesn't do anything. Saw RRR can confirm feeding a tiger is the whole thing. Oh man, I saw that movie too, but my takeaway was mostly not do. Sorry, according to Google, a tiger needs to eat from 5 to 7 kilograms of meat a day. Kilos of meat. That's the reason Tiger King was farming the back of the Walmart truck. 16 years, I farmed the barren mount of Strathholm, and now that I have it, it dropped twice this week during time walking. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm not at all into Marvel stuff. Not really my scene. I never saw Avengers. That's about where we're at. 2 rares. Girl can dream though, right? It's your drink of choice when you have your miso soup meal. Green tea if we're feeling fancy. I drink water with 99% of stuff though. I am 99% of the time just drinking water. Your tiger, a lot of meat or the things you feed it will be you. Is green tea with milk and sugar a sin? Yes. Live your own life in your home. But if you do that in front of me and I'm going to have some facial expressions for you. I guess people make like matcha with like cream and whatever. Like people really Starbucksify that. Sure, Hazel will like Dungeon Crawler Carl because talking cat with an attitude. I mean, maybe, but everybody said I would like Stray. And I had to really break everyone's hearts with that one when I refunded it because it was so boring. I love cats, but they don't save everything. Aside from my day. Only teas that go with milk and sugar. Black tea, matcha. I do milk and sweetener with black tea, but I can only do it on some days, because if I do it too late in the afternoon, I can't sleep. I have very little tolerance for caffeine. Lights me right up. Abby Oxocube, thank you very much for the 43-month resub. Appreciate it. See, this one place have like Thai iced tea or green tea. If I'm out at a sushi place, I'll get hot green tea for the table, and I'll drink the entire pot of it every single time. If more people than just me want it, we should probably order 2. Or get a refill. Been putting off laundry long enough. Thanks for the stream. I should go too. It's a few minutes over and I'm hungry. Oh hey, there's a thing here. Imagine that. Alright, I will see you guys. I do not stream on Mondays or Tuesdays. I stream Wednesdays through Sundays, so I will be back on Wednesday. Thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate the company, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.